Hey everyone, this is Louis7, and today I am not going to be playing that Bay Warning. That was my banking alt, just cleaning it up a little bit, but I am instead going to be making a new Brawler in the Lord of the Rings Online. So I'm kind of excited about this because I have not really played the Brawler much. It's a fairly new class to LOTRO. It came out November 10th. Did it come out before the Gundabad expansion? It might have come out with the pre-patch actually, but it's been out in the game for a while and I have very barely played it. I boosted one to level 105. So yeah, the plan is to make a brand new one and do a little bit more normal leveling experience on it so I can judge the class a little bit better and just see how it is. Also, I will be making a dwarf, so that is really scary because I, as you all might know, don't really play dwarves, but I did find one look that I kind of like, at least don't very much so dislike. I actually don't know what head to do, probably the smallest nose one. We'll probably go with 2. It looks like that's the only thing that changes. Yeah, we'll just go with 2. And hello to everybody in the chat. Looks like we had a bunch of people waiting. Hello Zocker, Chopperin, Durania, and Akitas. Mistweaver. Yes, it is a Louis stream. Okay, so got the head. What hairstyle do we want? First of all, I have to change the facial hair. I think I like number 14. It's not too much, and to me, if I'm going to have a beard like that, it looks really weird to not have a mustache to go with it, so that is... I made a random character once when I just made a dwarf randomly. And this was the longest beard, so I just chose it because of that. But yes, we will actually be playing... Is there even an option without a beard? Okay, we will be playing a dwarf with a beard, but not only because we have to. Actually, kind of do want to. Let's see, I need to change the hairstyle, which this hairstyle might be okay, but I do want to see the other options. I am just making a regular dwarf, although I guess I technically do have Stout X dwarf unlocked. That one's a little too fine-combed to me. That's a little puffy, and it has the... I think that's the hair, not the armor. Yeah. 16 looks okay-ish, but I don't really like it. If that makes much sense. I think 20 is the one I found that I kind of like. It looks fairly normal. Number 1, the default one, isn't all too bad to me, but I think I like this one better. So, that is what I will go with. The question is, what color? Hello, God? Chopperin, I do remember you. And hello, Maluthor. Also, it is an early afternoon stream for me. I know that's a little bit weird, but I kind of this morning, I did not really know. Wait, can you actually go bald? Oh, you can. That doesn't look too horrible, but I don't think I will. Let's see, what else do we have? Eyebrows, those are a little bit bushy. That might just be the way that dwarves are, though. I might actually go with 5. That looks better to me. And then mouth, I honestly can't see. Can you zoom in anymore? Yeah, I'll probably just go with number 1. Although number 9 didn't look too bad. Something I can always look at later. And it's such a minor thing that I'll just go with the base one there. Okay, I probably don't want any details. We'll see mainly scars, wrinkles, some textures to the face. That looks good. So what hair color do I want? Do I want to go more black? For some reason, brown just looks a little bit off to me. Kind of like my Bay Warning, he has more of a darker gray. This is a little bit of a dark blonde. But I think my Bay Warning has a little bit of a darker gray hair color. And I might do something similar for this character. Hair number 1 actually is not too bad to me, but I don't know. I think I like this one better. Eye color, let's see, let me make sure I'm from the right location because that can change what eye color options you have. So I do like the blue eye color the best. I think I prefer it over green or brown. So I would probably go with a region. that you can choose a blue eye color. I actually don't know where are the White Mountains are somewhere in the south, right? Andras. So they're around the Gondor area, maybe. Gray Mountains, the north, Lonely Mountains, Erebor. Iron Hills is kind of neat just because, I don't know, that's one of the, actually really like that place in the game. Like if I think of the mountains I really like in the game, I would pick either Blue Mountains or Iron Hills for my origin. But because it really doesn't matter, I'll probably go with White Mountains just because that's a bit more interesting than the Gray Mountains to me right now. Although honestly, the White Mountains, I'll probably go with Gray Mountains. How about that? Alright, we'll make him small. Wow. That looks, I don't know. It's going to be so hard to play a dwarf, but I'll try to actually like him. And I completely forgot what name. I have no idea what to name this character. I usually like to give my characters names that are puns on Louis. So like my burglar is Lugler, champion's Louian, warden's Louisden. So I don't know what to name this character, and I completely forgot that I have to actually make a name for my character. So I don't know what to name him. Are there any good, let's see. These are endings. Is there any way I can do like a Lou? So there's Owen, so I could do like Lou, no. Lawler? I might have to go with something like Lawler. I was thinking Luler, but that does not sound right. So they have things like, okay, D. Yeah, I could end up going with Brawley. Brawley doesn't sound too bad. There's a, that sounds familiar from something. Actually, oh, we'll try Brawley. It might already be taken. Skip new user tutorial avatar update. Ooh, this is the old avatar. That actually doesn't look too bad to me. Like, the new one looks better quality, but something about the hair. I almost like the hair of the old one better. In particularly the facial hair. That's kind of interesting. Oh, it looks like if you're from the Gray Mountains, you basically only have grays as your option for hair color, anyway. Maybe I'll go with slightly darker. Or a little bit grayer than that. Let's see. I should have kept it where it was because I kind of liked it. That one looks okay. Brawley 7. Alright, we have a couple of Brawleys and I think I can go with that. Now, do I want Brawl... That looks like Brawley. Brawley? Lulian? Lulian. That sounds a little like Lulian. Alright, we'll try this one. Oh wow, that's not taken. It's probably not taken because I am on Anor. This is just such a... It seems like a generic Brawler name, but I do appreciate all of your all suggestions. He is intended to be a Louis Punch a lot. Alright, we will layout load. Did that actually load everything properly? Nope. Alright, so all this new character stuff, I know it's a little bit slow, but we will do that. Get my bags oriented. Maybe it's helpful for some people. I'm always like, whenever I make a new character and I'm streaming or recording it, I always feel like this process takes forever getting it set up, but maybe people that watch this and are actually interested in like the new character experience could find how I get set up to be helpful. So I make one bag, I do all these do not show again things, I'll go ahead and load my UI layout. Let me make sure everything looks okay-ish. Yeah, the error box, I need to actually resave my thing because there are some things that I know are in the way. Attempt. Yeah, we'll put that there too. Skill queue, I don't show that anymore. I used to. Sparring timer, yeah, that can be, I don't know, over there. Otherwise, this looks decent and I can move things as I need. Other options, I think they're all good. Yeah, so all my characters get a whole bunch of bonuses from all the stuff I have purchased over the years, including one of my favorite ones is the account-wide journeyman riding, because that gives you not only the riding trait on all of your characters, but it gives you plus 78% speed for all of your characters as well. And I believe you have to become a novice, which means I have to get out of the intro, which, by the way, I do plan to actually do the intro for once. I know on a lot of new characters that I made, I have skipped the intro. I need to turn my volume up. I have skipped the intro because I often make high elves, and I've done the high elf intro, so I don't feel the need to do it anymore. There's actually an elf brawler trainer, not a dwarf brawler trainer. That's surprising. But yeah, for the brawler class, they have made some changes recently to them, including increasing their attack speed of their builders by quite a bit, increasing the animation speed, I should say. So I'm hoping that will make things feel a little bit faster paced, because my experience with the brawler that I have played is that it is... Should I use my XP boost? I honestly don't know. Okay, so I am going to have a poll for you all. We're going to do yes without a capital E. We'll do no. And I'm wondering if you all think I should use my XP boost. These are the items like my Durud Stone, and I have 2 earrings and a back that I can eventually put on.
What do you make of this riddle?
Also, that chest piece is ugly. I need to remember to put all these. Maybe I'll go ahead and do it. I want to save the Brawler default outfit. So I just gotta remember to not sell any of these armor pieces, basically. I wonder if I can go ahead and lock them. Can you lock things that are equipped? Nope. Just because I feel like I'm going to forget, I'm going to take a moment to do this. So I actually do this for some other characters as well, or at least mean to. That's one reason I'm thinking about it. But I sometimes like to save the intro sets and dye them or something. The bear running one is another example. Okay, so we're seeking this. I don't know if the dwarf intro appears similar to the elf one, but it's been so long, I honestly don't know. And yes, you can skip the intro, but you have to spend like 100 LOTRO points. So usually the way I end up thinking about it is that the character will quickly make 100 LOTRO points. Alright, people want me to use XP boost so far, it seems like. I'll get that sorted out as we continue. Talk to Brawler. Yeah, it's a bunch of talking to people. Hey, it actually tells you a little bit about the class. It wants me to use overhand smash. Oh yeah, these animations are a lot faster. That's quite nice. I of course only have 2 builders right now, so it's a little just repeating the same 2 things over and over, but that's the way it is with low level characters anyway. I also probably could have used overhand smash as soon as it was available, but oh well. Alright, Orn battle gauntlets. Oh, these are actual battle gauntlets, which speaking of, oh, I can't use those till level 10. So that was another thing for Gundabad, was getting basically a whole bunch of battle gauntlets for you as you level up, because that is the weapon type brawlers use.
You have a true warrior's heart.
It has been so long since I've done an intro. This is kind of fun. I remember back in the day on, actually when this server, Nor, that is where I am, when, there's a cat. Who distracted me? When Nor launched, some of you might remember, I used to do streams, let's see, I need to go north. I used to do streams of making new characters, and I would do that for basically each class, just because I liked having alts and all the such. We'll do Dwarf of Dwarves. But wow, the camera is so low on a dwarf. That's something I'll have to get used to. Oh, hopefully I can actually last with this character. Also, they walk reminds me of Donkey Kong. The way the arms like go out instead of in. But yeah. That cat's name, the one in the tree right now is Piper, the one right above my head, and the one right there is Lexi. Dwarf Brawler should be able to wield axes. I don't know how that will work with their abilities. These don't seem to require a weapon, but who knows if the tooltip is actually reflects what it does, because sometimes LOTRO does not quite work that way. Andrew, I don't know that I will actually be going to the Shire. I thought about it, to be honest, but I have not. At least I think I've done it once. Doing the northern part of Era of the Wind, the snowy part, the dwarf part. My plan is to do Era of the Wind. Oh, and by the way, today's a double XP, or this weekend's a double XP weekend. I was considering doing something other than making the Brawler, and that was to do a little speed leveling type thing on Shadowfax. Maybe I can save that for another weekend, but just this morning I wasn't quite feeling it when I was thinking about what I wanted to do. Got some potions. If I'm playing the game right, I will need them. The pig is neat, but those fireworks can get annoying. But yeah, with the double XP, I thought it would be fun to... The idea was to do specifically a warden. Shield of the Hammerhand. More people voted I used my XP boost, so we will be going fast today. There's Gundabad. I think Minas Morgul has another one. I think Minas Morgul and Gundabad have the best two. I need level 7 to use Weapon Aura of the Dead City. Well. Wait, what are... Oh, Steed of the Dead City. Okay, I'm not used to the Minas Morgul one just because I... just got it recently. And yeah, the legendary servers, I've talked about this a lot, but I don't really play on a dwarf for the legendary server experience anymore. Even though it's been kind of neat for the 120, even the Mordor content. I would say the Mordor content at 120 has like picked up interest for me again, just because that was stuff I did not actually do. But otherwise, I basically only play on the server because my kin is there. And hello, Bella. Alright, we got plenty of mounts, although I have a ton of horse mounts. Maybe I will actually like prefer using a boar on this character compared to other characters. Sometimes I will on Luiden or something, but for high level characters I'm often using my war steed or horses, really. I also kind of forget about the boars, to be honest. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting if I like... Oh, don't I have ponies instead of horses as well? Oh, that's weird. Kilma 08, I don't think the Brawler will have more damage than the Hunter, but I would love to be proved wrong with that. And Alex, you're wondering what keeps me going on leveling alts without getting bored. That is a good question that I'm not even sure I have a great answer to. I just like the low levels in LOTRO, and the variety, playing different classes helps a lot. And it just so happens that a lot of my characters are lower level. And I like going through Eriador. That's another thing. Although you all might have noticed the past couple of years, I have actually not really leveled as many new characters as I used to in the past. I think I go through phases of having gone through low level zones a little bit too much, where I'm not really actually interested in it, and phases where I want to do it. Like, go through all of them. And ever since Anora launched, I did a lot of low-level stuff, so I haven't been too interested in it, besides certain periods, like preparing for Wildwood, then running Wildwood. Also, Treebeard launch, did some stuff there, and then Angle of Mythaethel, and preparing for it on my champion. And now for a Brawler. Speaking of my champion, I've been wondering what to do with my champion. I guess I don't need to actually kill all these. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with him. Also, we don't need to see this big, ugly Rohirrim shield. Yeah, brawlers are a little bit, I'd have to agree, a bit of a comical class. I remember this cave, people used to really like it for farming light hides way back in the day. The non-intro version, because I don't believe you get light hides in the intro version, but yeah, just some random nostalgia doing this and going to this place, having a memory about here. Yeah, I got my next setup ability. Okay, we have some cosmetics. We can keep the Ukrosh and Grim. I feel like the Grim's kind of thematic, so I can use that. I'm also hoping that playing a brawler fresh will help facilitate, I guess, the experience with the different types of abilities. So for people that don't know, there are balanced attacks, heavy attacks, and quick attacks. I think those are the 3 types of metal consumer attacks. But it's something that never flowed well to me, and perhaps leveling a brawler from fresh will help make it feel a little bit more normal and not like an awkward system. So that's another thing I'm hoping to get out of this character. Visit the Silver Deep Guardhouse? Is that... Uh-oh. Is that in the Silver Deep Mines area? I will definitely visit that. I think I followed the patch of roses there or something. The flowers. Rented dwarf make chainmail. Oh, dented. I was wondering, am I like renting this gear as a quest reward? Alright, so we gotta go back to that. Yeah, we'll try to find a building when I go down there, I suppose. I'm gonna sort all this stuff. I know my inventory is a mess. It always annoys me on a new character how messy my inventory gets, but I just have to remind myself that once I get out of the intro, all will be okay. Alright, let's try it. I am a dwarf. I feel more comfortable hanging around mountain edges. Alright, so we went into the cave. I don't know about a guardhouse here, though. There's a red flower. That much we know. Maybe I should get a screenshot of him hobbling. I'm guessing this is what all dwarves look like when they're hobbling. Oh, right near the stable, okay. So it's right over here. Alright then. When I heard Silver Deep, I assumed it was around the Silver Deep mines, but that was okay. Still a neat area to walk around, I suppose. Okay, blood red footsteps. Are there actually Bargus out here? I didn't think there were, even in the non-intro version, but I don't know. So Andrew, you said, so compared to Anor, on live server, you managed to go straight from Era of the Wind to the Lone Lands, then to Mythaethel. That was pretty crazy. Yeah, especially if you're leveling like right now with double XP, and then I have 4 25% XP boosts and all that, you can do some crazy leveling routes like that. Double XP, I believe, ends tomorrow, and maybe more specifically, the 28th, Monday at 3 a.m. server time, is what I suspect. Hello, Isco, and you did not miss too much. I've spent, well, like 20-25 minutes or so doing a couple intro quests, really, and making the character, and naming the character. Alright, defeat bats in the rock belly pit and collect black stones. That's right. It feels so weird being just as short as these other dwarves. I'm used to being taller than them. There's not one right here. Yes, there is. I have to actually make sure I have the right one. So we have Dexterous Hook, Sinister Cross. Yeah, I think that's good for 1, 2, 3. So as far as setups go, I typically prefer Dexterous Hook to be my main setup, especially, I expect at least while leveling, while questing, that to be the most useful one. So I generally like to use that before my Metal Consumer for increased damage. I think the cats, they were a little bit up and around and bothering me, but oddly, now that the stream started, they just had to settle down. Wow, this is quite strong. Oh, I wonder if I should craft this character some OP gear. Probably won't matter much. Maybe at higher levels, like I could consider doing the level 20 set or something. I do plan to be an explorer on this character. I wouldn't necessarily recommend that for every brawler. Like if you're newish to the game and your brawler is going to be your main character, perhaps Metalsmith could be good because you can make armor. Or a weaponsmith for battle gauntlets, or even jeweler. But that one's a little bit more generic. But because I already have all those crafts on this server, I'm just going to make explorers. And Wizco, I am on a Nor. Wait, did I? Oh, this is confusing me, actually. So the Shrine to Scorgram's right there. But I don't remember there being an exit right here. Winter Height. Where am I? I am actually a little bit confused. Has this always been here? Is this like a new thing since I've done the elf/dwarf intro? Oh yeah, I can end the poll. Looks like we had about 2/3 vote. Here, we'll end it on, oh no, it's 51 votes. Whoever voted last, thank you, but I tried to end it on a perfect 50. Usually I just jump down, but we can try to strategically jump down. Yeah, it was about 2/3 yes, 1/3 no. There we go. So it has been there a while. It's been a really long time since I've done this intro, though. I think I have not done this intro since High Elves were released. It's probably been even a bit longer than that.
These are the very stones.
I would like an axe. I actually want to... Oh, it doesn't let me use my abilities. Missing or incorrect weapon. Oh, well. I would have assumed that doesn't work kind of like Runekeeper. Although I don't know, do you? I think you need a runestone on Runekeeper. Got some legs. My battle gauntlets are actually better anyway. Well, they're two-handed. So Nathaniel, you're wondering why, am I going the right way? Okay, you're wondering why I don't like hobbits or dislike playing as hobbits. It's kind of like the gnome from World of Warcraft. It really stems from that. I just don't like playing little things like that.
What do you need?
Intro. Alright, bunch of quests. What did this one say? One of them had blue text. Plague? Oh, I actually don't know what the blue text was about. Oh, this quest has been restored for the legendary servers. Are these not on the regular servers?
Come and stay a moment, friend.
I kind of remember these quests, but I think it's been a really long time. Yeah, I don't like playing little things, and yet I am playing a dwarf. That's why I don't like playing dwarves. Wizco, I have a little bit of experience coding in Python. I talked about that somewhat recently in a stream. I forget why, actually, how that came up. The Zocker, thank you for joining the stream, and since you said you might come back later, I actually don't know how long I will stream today. It really depends on how much I enjoy this character. I don't plan to stream all day, like late into the evening, but I was thinking perhaps roughly 4-ish hours. So I need to collect something. Oh, defeat cave claws, that's what I would need to defeat here, right? No? Oh, is that got the wrong one? Which is the cave dwelling menace, yeah. I feel like I'm running fast. Is that like an actual thing, or is it just because I'm playing a dwarf? Oh, I was hoping to one-shot that guy. I gotta try to one-shot one of these level 2s or 3s. If I get a crit, maybe. So when does the trait panel open up? Not yet. Oh, I guess I got all of them. Oh, I already have the same gloves. I wonder if that's because this is a new, not a new, but reopen for the legendary servers intro quest. It gives the same gear another regular quest gives. I wonder if they decided to streamline the intro a little bit more and have you not run around as much doing different gather and kill type things. They just decided to get rid of those. Oh, there's one. Also, I have not been paying much attention because there's a cat staring at me. Alright, let's see. Did I get too far off track? I probably need to kill Bargus for the Dogs of Death quest. Oh, I guess she doesn't want to be up here anymore. Alright, one more of those Nestaudalas bronze, and then we can get the other things I need. Bargus. And I need to get some bears as well. Oh, this is it's not actually in white, but it showed it in white, so that was like really weird. Hey, I got a new ability, Hurl Object. Actually does a lot of damage. I think that's it for the Bargus, so we can go west. So much junk on my characters. I can go ahead and open these. I'll need to clean all this, so might as well open everything. I guess I'll do turn-ins. I was planning on going ahead and getting the bears, but we can just continue on here. Oh, do not plan to be wearing a dress, though. There's tunic and trousers and the dress option. Shoulder pads. Search a goblin prowler. I don't know if I remember that quest. Do I prefer Brawler, Champion, or Guardian for DPS? I personally have the most fun on Guardian, but the most effective out of those three would definitely be Champion. And as far as I know, the Champions are one of the, if not the best, like, DPS outputters right now. Can certainly say my level 40-ish champion's really strong. I need to get some screenshots of Pearl Object. The one I have, that's how much I played the Brawler. I only have one like semi-decent screenshot where you actually see the object in the hand. It is not that good. Which, by the way, I forgot to record, so I'll go ahead and start that. I do like to... Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to the quest. I guess I got the Goblin Prowler and got whatever I needed. A dwarf sword from him. As far as I can tell, Hurl Object has plates. It has mugs, which I think is what he just threw. And I think there's a boot and a stein as well. That would be like 4 objects. Those are the ones that are immediately coming to mind, but I'm not 100% sure on all of them. That one looked like a plate. Yeah, these increased animation speeds are feeling nice, and I'm only level 6. Oh yeah, we're supposed to examine patches and do bear stuff. There's one more patch somewhere, not entirely sure where. I also think Brawlers get a damage buff. Oh, against Spec and Redline. They get a damage buff for how much metal they have, I believe, so that's something to potentially keep in mind. I wonder if they ever fixed Pummel. Pummel was... I think it actually did have some functionally broken things about it to start, but it just never did much damage. Where it seemed like it was never worth using. I wonder if it's been reworked at all damage wise. I can't really tell at this level. Maybe at this level that's okay damage, but one of the problems with it is while you're channeling it, you can't really do anything else, and you stop auto attacking. So for my high level brawlers, when I was testing them, you would do less damage by using Pummel than just auto attacking. Alright, so we got that. We got Goblin Prowlers, we got Hull Dwelling Menace. This is also one that's been restored. How many quests did they get rid of? That's kind of crazy. Like, oh yeah, this one, a small fellowship quest and intro. That's actually pretty awesome. See, it's been too long since I've done intros. There's like all these sorts of things I forget about. Here's the Silver Deep Guardhouse. We can go in there, by the way. It actually looks like a cozy little bunker. If there were player housing that looked like this house, I still don't know that I'd actually get this, but this one's pretty neat looking. As far as I am aware, Thorin's doesn't have anything that looks like this, but for all I know, it might. This is right next to Thorin's Hall anyway. Or even the neighborhoods. Some hoodies hanging up, tapestries. It's actually sort of a design pattern. I don't know if it's intentional or it's just the texture of the rocks, but there's a design pattern in the way it's carved out. Whole bunch of barrels. The housing neighborhood is somewhere. Yeah, there it is, Thorin's Hall Homesteads. Hey, maybe I should buy a dwarf house for this character. If we get that much immersed in him, I just have to remember to pay upkeep. Okay, we are going to defeat some goblins. I remember defeat guards up towards the mountain path, and then you go in there, you talk to an elf or something there. But all these extra side quests that are only available on this server, and I'm just like, I don't think I've done the intro on any character on the server. I think on Treebeard, I might have, but I don't remember. It could have been out of intro quests we did together when we were grouping there. I need to go down to the goblins though. Can I jump in this? Nope. Can't even jump off the side. Well, couldn't really tell too much about Pummel from there, but it worked. Mean Dower Hand. Wouldn't want to kill a nice Dower Hand, that's for sure. I do have Shattering Fist as well. I guess that does less damage than Overhand Smash, but gives a debuff. Probably not going to be worth using if I had to guess for regular questing. Unless I have nothing else to use. Alright, Pummel. I'm not sure. That's like... Even at this point, I can't use other abilities during it. And again, the whole no auto attack during it issue as well. Oops. Wrong one. Oh well. Doesn't matter. That worked out pretty well. I still like the Brawler animations. I think are pretty decent, and some of the effects they have going on with it. So we are just defeating goblins, okay. Already level 7, this is crazy. Like if I were not on an ore and I were on Shadowfax like I hinted, that I was thinking about doing that, I wonder what level I would be. And I didn't even use my XP booster items right away. And I could have gotten some perks. Oh no, you actually have to get out of the intro. Definitely not at the level cap, but... Oh, it requires level 10. 2 more goblins, I believe. There's 1 more. Oh, so close. I'm also not used to seeing mobs run away in LOTRO, so that's kind of odd. What? Oh, I think I'll make it out. There we go. There's a Dower Hand dwarf, but I suppose he ain't a mean one. Always not a very nice one either. Wait, these are all Dower Hands. Maybe all Dower Hands aren't bad after all? Is that the point about this? Definitely don't want a power potion.
Greetings, traveler.
How about another axe? Can you dual wield on a brawler? Does not look like it. Thought I'd try. So, Wizco, you're wondering if I could add a class or race to LOTRO that I completely made up, what would it be? So, class-wise, this would be... It would be on the lore-breaking side of classes, but not... I don't think it would be much more than the Runekeeper. So, for me, is... I would... add a shaman-like class, specifically the shaman from World of Warcraft, a class like that, but framed more so as a Runekeeper type class, a melee version of the Runekeeper essentially. So it would have runestones, which would be kind of like shaman totems and like runestones that Runekeepers have now. It would have lightning, frost, and fire. Let's see, what other elements are there in LOTRO? The other classes actually use. Is that it? Just... No, there's light as well. I don't know if it would use light, though. And perhaps it could be even a little bit Defiler themed. I think Defilers have actual totems in this game. And I think Defilers are a playable monster race, maybe? Monster character? A monster player class? But perhaps a little bit like that, but like a good version instead of an evil version, which is kind of like the lore master already, but kind of that general gist of that type of thing would be something that I would add to the game if I could. And then race-wise, there are a couple interesting ones. I think Dunlending, as Bella mentioned, those folk could be interesting, as well as Corsairs. Although I probably would not play a Corsair, and I'm not sure I would play a Dunlending. I still think both of those could be interesting. Maybe if they did a Wood Elf, like the ones that you see in... I was about to say Noglon, but that's not even close. Like the Wood Elves you see all the way over here in Loglond. Not Noglon, but Loglond. Over here in Northern Mirkwood. I don't know how they would differ from regular elves or high elves though, but just another elf option. How do I get up here? It's been so long I actually don't remember. Can I go this way? Let's see, I need to get up. Oh, I need to go... Why did I think I needed to go up? This is where I need to go. The Murkstone, not to be confused with Mirkwood. Murkstone tunnels, and then we collect some stuff, do some stuff, maybe get level 9 before getting out of the intro. I do think if I were on Shadowfax, I could probably already be level 10. Oh, is that a buff? Get serious. That gives me increased damage. It says it regenerates metal, which I think it actually does, but I don't see a buff for that anywhere. So maybe it's like an instant 3 metal and just still doesn't say that. Oh yeah, Numenorian could be interesting, as well as since they have high elves and that type of stuff. I think Dunedain could be interesting as well. I think as a more evil type race, which I guess might fit monster player more, and Ingmarum could be neat to me. Maybe also on the creep side, they could have whites as a playable race. There are lots of whites in this game, and as far as I know... Oh, I should drop down there, I believe. That's how you can tell it's been so long since I've done this. I think. Yeah, because you go this way. Let's see, does that add metal? Adds an incoming metal buff, maybe? I actually cannot tell if that adds metal or not. I think eventually it does. It even says, like, right in the tooltip, regenerates metal, but doesn't actually have that effect highlighted or anything. I also remember this place used to be a little bit dangerous. Like, way back in the day, getting 2 of those on you was scary. Otherwise, for classes, I know we're going on about races right now, but class-wise, I mentioned Defilers, and Lore Masters being kind of like a good version of Defilers, but maybe a little bit more so in a way. Something like that, but more Defiler-like, or something that uses poisons. Poisons seem to be an enemy type thing, and not a... already in use. Not that I'm aware of. Oh, looks like we're having some great lag right now. Okay, and Andrew, you had an idea for a stream or two. Doing a new tune without appraised allies and building allies from quest drops and earned scripts from reward track. That I am tentatively planning on doing. I definitely want to gain that experience, see what it's like to kind of quest through, go through Moria, level a character without using any of my saved up ancient scripts and without using any appraisals. I already started part of that experience on my hunter, so I got the new allies. I went through the Moria, Walls of Moria on my hunter, did basically from the first character perspective of getting the allies for the first time. Here we are. I wonder if this is what most of combat will be, just using my 3 builders and then overhand smash. Eventually I'll get some AoEs and the such, I believe. We're looking for LOTRO here. LOTRO here and Eladon, they are like everywhere.
A hero to those dwarves.
I guess I'll get the scale helmet.
Can be crushed.
And we can get that, so we gotta go back to Dwalin. Dwalin? Actually, is it Dwalin or Dwalin? I would guess it's Dwalin, but I usually call him Dwalin. Pretty sure that still added a metal. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's 1 metal per second, so Get Serious does add metal. Just to confirm. And also, I don't know for Brawler gameplay if they have some benefit for not repeating the same skill over. I know that's a monk thing from World of Warcraft, but I am actually not remembering if that is something they have in this game. And am I enjoying the Brawler so far? Yeah, it's not too bad. I really am appreciating the sped up animations on the 3 metal generators. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to evaluate the gameplay. I have tons of abilities. I'm level 8 and I have like 9 abilities already, so that to me is a little bit crazy. So a dwarf, a dower hand specifically, can be a lore master trainer, but dwarves cannot be lore masters. So if they ever add a dower hand as a playable race, perhaps they could be lore masters. So you could have a lore master dwarf.
Can this be?
Alright, so there's Dwalin. Oh yeah, don't we have to heal everybody here? Bogey. I guess Brawley is a little bit like Bogey. Olin. Matthew Stouthand. These the only 4? I thought there was a 5th one, but I guess not.
Dead is dead, in my opinion.
What dye do I want? Probably navy.
Might you lend me an...
Alright, solo quest.
It would seem that
I've only been streaming an hour, but I have to use the restroom.
with evil fell spirits of old.
Can I just put him on follow? Alright, let's... If only you could name your characters with numbers, I might have done Brawley 7. But I will have a very brief AFK while we cinematically experience this.
Ivar is too powerful.
Looks like they defeated everybody. What classes use a mace? I believe champions can? Guardians might be able to. Minstrels definitely can. Brawlers, I think, can. And Shiniro, that is the way the Brawler was for a while for me. Log in and forget. Here's Ivar. Ow. My hand is actually really cold, but the rest of my body's somewhat cooling down. Oh, are we? Oh. I was wondering if we were supposed to follow somebody already, but I guess not. Yeah, clubs seem appropriate for hobbits. And I think Beornings as well have a club, and if you go by the racial traits, club and axe bonus. Oh. Gotta use first strike. That one's actually a pretty strong ability. Also, what happened to my skill bar? Did I do that? Okay, so one thing I am thinking for this character is it could be a trial character for me revamping my keybinds. It'd be a little bit odd and definitely some getting used to, but something I'm considering. One thing I thought about doing was rebinding Q and E to A and D and just get rid of the A and D turn, but I still like having that. So what I'm thinking is I'll change Z to something, and I think X is the camera thing that I never want turned on anyway. So that would leave me with R, which I don't need that to be reply. F. F looks like it's some sort of change target type thing. That could actually be useful for something like a healer. If you just want to quickly hit something with something like Piercing Cry as a minstrel. But yeah, I don't know completely how F works, so I could change that since I never use it. I think G I could even do, and T is crafting, but I honestly could rebind crafting to something like Y, and that would free up R, F, T, and G for keybinds, as well as Z and X, so that would be like, what is that, 6 more keybinds? That could be around my left hand, so I don't have to use like Shift 1, Shift 2, Control 1, even though I'm so used to it on my Warden from all the Gambit Masteries. It'd just be something to try out, I think, and this character could be good to test that on. Punching a Nazgul, that sounds fun. I don't know how well it would work. Also, I should have Get Serious a little bit more ready. That actually did seem pretty serious, so worked out. Where is Dwaylen? Oh, it's back there. I remember I used to be so obsessed about making sure I hit every single mob to make sure I got the XP, and now it's just like such a fairly meaningless to me to do something like that. Is this the same Skorgrim's tomb that you can go to? It's like level 45, 50-ish. Maybe not. No, I don't think so. Gotta use first strike first, that's the whole point of it. Yeah, if you use, if you just like to quickly access that stuff, I could definitely see R being good for inventory. It's kind of like in Minecraft, I actually believe it's E. And then F for map can be good because, yeah, map I actually go all the way over to either with my right hand or my left hand. Usually it'd be, I think I don't know, either of them works. Actually don't know which one I'd usually open the map with. Probably usually my left hand, now that I'm like obsessively doing it. Alright, Doylan.
These halls
Ballin'.
behind us.
Whatever in. Yeah, there is lots of loot and lots of junk loot and lots of loot, at least for me, lots of loot that I want to save, but I don't. Prologue. The best on air. Have I done this before? What are these guys? Oh, we're outside. Okay. We're out of the intro. I am maybe not a novice yet, but I need to turn this in.
Well met.
There we go. Alright, so we got milestone. We got get serious. We got throw object, hurl object. I'll move that to F1. We got mail. Alright, he gave me his thingy. I'll go ahead and open it, and open it, and open. Oh, how many can I do? Oh, wow. I expected it to end a lot quicker. Bingo Boffin, I don't think I'll be assisting him. Sorry. Quest item, yeah, we can deliver that. This is such a weird system, the commendation system, because it has barter exchange trader, this dude. And you get like 3 of those and you can get a novice's mark, or you can just get the other things, and that's like the whole point of this vendor. At least as far as I know, this is the only way to get those. And it's just so weird. But I'll get 5 potions because I don't need a novice's mark. Glad you like the content. To the person, I unfortunately can't read your name. Is that, I can't even tell if it's on I or an L, but it's like it loses. I don't even think I'm close on that. All right, so we got, yes, I do actually want to do all these quests. That's really weird for me to do these because I think I have only done them once, if even. I don't even know if I've done all the dwarf quests here on the dwarf side of Era of the Wind, so we will try that. Here's Thorin's Hall. It's kind of interesting because you start right next to this giant city, so the crafting people will be, actually I don't know where they are to be honest, but the crafting people are in Thorin's Hall, I believe. I'll have to go talk to them. Also, I should get the town services. That would be quite helpful because I have my crafting thing in my shared storage, but I can just go to my shared storage and get that. Find the first gear. I don't think I've actually done the quests inside Thorin's Hall. I didn't even know there were quests inside Thorin's Hall, so those will be interesting. Something to help me feel like a real dwarf. And do the dwarves, can they actually step that high? Like in the game it lets me, but if this were realistic, I think I might actually have to jump up each step, it looks like. Like, I just don't know why dwarves would design steps like that. But oh well. It's Vault Keeper. I'll see if I have anything interesting in the wardrobe. Kind of doubting it for a character like this, but we can see. We'll start from the bottom up. Humor, I probably want to use that. I actually have no idea what sort of cosmetics. I just have no idea for a Guardian what to use. So this will be interesting. I like the Legelina. Shoulder pads better. I'm not a big fan of that cloak. If I hide the helmet, that looks a little off to me. Day pack. I could probably like a day pack, but I don't know. All my outfits are designed with mainly elves in mind, so let's see. How about this Eastham net? Did I already try the Eastham net? Ah, yeah, that one. What about my Guardian? My Guardian, I think, has the Wildermore. Do I have the full Wildermore set here? No, I have the gloves and the shoulder pads for some reason, so that's a bust there. Ah, well. I'll just go with this for now, and I'll try to find something better. Something thematic. Yeah, Roberts, there are definitely not a lot of people around. I think there are only NPCs, if I had to guess, in Thorns Hall. Let's see. No, there's somebody in Thorns Gate and somebody in the homesteads. There are quite a few people on this server compared to, I don't know, about a month ago. It seemed like there were a month ago to since basically Gondor days, there have not been that many people. Mordor was a particularly low peak in our population. Dwarves can go shirtless, that is true. I think you have to get a cosmetic for that though, as far as I know. I don't know where this gear is, so actually, I really have no idea with these quests. And this is such a massive dwarf hall. Speaking of, I should be able to use my mount. Just speaking of traveling, that is. Oh, there's a crafting in Thorin's Gate. Is that where I need to go for that thing? I still need to find some more gears for this guy. Can seek out... Alright. Maybe that's a hint at where the gears are, although I kind of doubt it. Mounts. That is what I want. Mounts. So I should have Journeyman riding somewhere in there. There it is. Alright, let's use all these mounts. There's a trick for some of these pop-up boxes. Just drag your inventory right to where they all come from so you can do a bunch of stuff like that quickly. So now I should have a bunch of mounts. I will probably, I think the most thematic one will be my Thunderboar. Fateful Thunderboar to be exact. Maybe I could actually try the, whatever that's called, Gundabad cosmetics on a Brawler. Because I have not actually tried that. You want to equip that? Do I have those here? So we want Gundabad, we'll try Fateful since that's the fancy one. But yeah, because I don't really play dwarves, I have not actually tested the cosmetics for Gundabad, which is a dwarf place. So you'd expect the cosmetics to look a little bit better on a dwarf. I'm not actually sure if I like the knuckles showing. 2-minute requests, of course. I could try this. Okay, so if I hide my battle gauntlets, the lightning goes away. But they're just not the best looking battle gauntlets to me. Maybe I'll find better looking ones. But yeah, this doesn't look too horrible on a dwarf. We can keep it there a little bit. So there's some crafting by the stables, okay. I don't know, again, for the quest, which one Asme specifically going to, but I know this one I at least can do the crafting hall in Thorin's Hall, it looks like. I don't know about these gears. I thought I targeted one. That was a mailbox. The first gear. The puzzle vault, okay. So the first missing gear is in a cave in the Winter Height, southeast of Thorin's Hall. I've been looking for a gear this whole time, and all I needed to do was read the quest text. And if I actually could look at the map, when I right-click, it just does nothing. If I could have looked at the map, that also would have told me. Alright, so here's the Eggle dude, old beard. And here's the Mordor.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
Almost Mordor. And we're going to be an explorer, because that sounds very dwarvish, except not really. At least to me, it doesn't sound dwarvish. You get free resources doing these quests, but they're honestly a little bit of a waste of time to me. So I will actually just avoid those. I will probably go to Noglon to do some quests, but first I have all the Thorin's Gate quests to do. I do want to do all these. I know they're going to be low level, but I want to do the full dwarf experience. Is that really what the entrance looks like? That's crazy. Having dry mouth today. Alright, dwarves. There's Tender.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
He's a little bit of a famous dwarf for his name.
Hear me out, traveler. Will you stay and speak?
Ooh, superior roast pork. That I am looking forward to. The boar is so tiny on dwarf as well. So not only do they shrink your horses down to ponies, they have tiny boars for them. I think that's about where it goes. I wonder if anybody from that kin is on that could invite me. Let's see. I'm guessing not at this time. Oh, actually, there are a few people on. A few people as in, I think I saw 2 that I actually recognize the name. 3, actually. Alright, subscribers jug, and then I want to sell all my junk. Which includes 1 Flame of Encalamir because I don't need 2. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to keep some stuff for task turn-ins. If you can even do those at this low level, I'm not entirely sure. Does Gundabad have a task board? Yeah, maybe not. That might actually start with Bree, but yeah, just do some inventory cleanup. Save my fried mushrooms, all that stuff. Don't need power potions. Oh, no, that's a bear warning that doesn't need power potions. I do as a brawler. Oopsies. Otherwise, I plan to just sell everything. Yes, and I also wanted to sell these, but I can't, so I'll have to destroy them. Then vault. So the Benzu, you're wondering if Brawler is fun, and that is one thing that I am testing today. So hopefully I'll have more thoughts on that after playing this character for a little bit and actually going out and adventuring and getting a bit higher level, like mid-levels. I'll keep all the cloaks. I'll go ahead and put them in, even though I'm not likely to use them. We can do the empty weapon slots. See, this is some good inventory cleanup. I don't even think I opened all my year gift boxes. Wow. Oh, the shield could look decent on a character like this. If I really didn't want the cloak. I know I just got rid of the cloak, but I think that could look nice with the right outfit. So I'll keep that one in my inventory in case I find something or just think of something that I want with that. Let's see, what's this one? Explorer's Guide. Do not need that. More fireworks. Armor of the Hammerhand. I kind of doubt that looks good on a dwarf. Warsteed, yeah, we can do Warsteeds just to get them used. This is Earlingas, Helmingas, and the last one is Westfold. There's Leveling Box, there's a Horse Whistle, don't need that. There's that thing. Oh, my thing is full. Let's add some space. Spend over half of my silver adding space to this, just so I can put more of my junk in it. I tried to add that one, I think. Fireworks. The other weapon aura, I only have one that I can use, and I'll just use the lightning for now. So put that in there, put these 2 things in there. 10-year gift box. Helm's Deep Legendary Enhancement Runes. These enhancement runes can enhance traceries engraved on legendary weapons, item level 130 to 200. That's kind of neat. I guess you get enhancement runes. Is that from Helm's Deep? Is that the only one of those that they've updated? Oh, the vault is getting full. Put that in there, put that in there. Although Armor of the Hornburg Defender, that could actually look kind of neat on this character, but I don't have space for it right now, so I'll just wait on that. Alright, I think that is, I'll put my, oh, can't put my keys in there. That was not everything, but we got pretty close. And then I wanted to go to my shared storage for something, and I forget what. I could become, this might actually not look too horrible on a dwarf. I could just wear an outfit that I wouldn't wear that outfit in real life, but something kind of close-ish resembling. Yeah, I have no idea why I want to go to my shared storage. Oh yeah, universal toolkit. I have tons of those. No need to buy a new one for this character. And I can now craft. So I don't need to craft. I need to gather, but I can craft now. Oh, we got some intro quests. I believe we have to go places. Actually, don't know all where. We have to sprung a leak. Oh, these are still messed up. Okay, let me redo the color on all these. I think the green one's actually the only working one, but I'll still mess it up. Do red, orange. I'll change this one to green. How about that? So now they should all work again. And the blue one, a new shine. So I actually do have to talk to somebody in Thorin's Hall. And then there's some stuff in the west I need to do, okay. And potentially some stuff in the southeast, but that could just be... Well, sprung a leak. Yeah, that could be something I could get done elsewhere. Not entirely sure. And the Brawler should be available in the LOTRO store in May of this year, so a little over 2 months to 3 months even, depending exactly when. So I have to talk to somebody in here. It's not that guy. Merchants. Armor merchants. I'm guessing those are these folk.
What do you want?
Heavy armor smith. Let's see what he has. Looks like it's all high level for me, but probably wouldn't be a fan of that dwarf steel. Are these dwarf steels the same? That one's a little bit different looking, but not a big fan of it.
What do you need?
Wow, so many heavy armor smiths with the same stuff. I'm a medium armor smith. Some dwarf leather. Ooh, not a fan of that. I think the reason this stuff is not coming out until May is so to encourage more people to spend real money getting it rather than LOTRO points. I'm actually not sure what the reputation for Thorin's Hall has. I very, very rarely actually visit these guys. They don't seem to have much besides eventually a return to Thorin's Hall, which I can't even get as a dwarf. Looks like a lot of level 45, 50 type stuff. I think this reputation is mostly about Sarnar anyway. Or at least that's where you get most of the stuff. Sarnar and maybe Skorgrim's Tomb if you can go there. I've become a little bit less familiar with all the dwarf stuff that's past level... I don't know. Past level 15 in this area. I'm mainly familiar with the dwarf stuff that's in Gundabad. I'll put it that way. Did I talk to whoever? New Shine. Do I have to talk to more people in Thorin's Hall? Okay, that's going to be Noglon. Wow. Oh yeah, a goat for going to Moria. I haven't had to worry about that too much because I think you get an intro one from Quest, but also because the one you can get from the intro, the 38% speed one, as somebody who has the Journeyman account wide riding, that gets boosted to 78%. But that said, for people that don't have that option, that could actually be a pretty useful reason to get Thorin's Hall reputation, I think. Okay, so quest-wise, I think we are finally through with the stuff in Thorin's Hall and ready to head out. This does seem like a little bit of a slow intro area, especially if I compare it to Killendem, but that could largely just be me being slow right now. Alright, I think I'll head up towards the prologue, see where that leads. I'm mainly excited for Nogland. I think that has, from what I remember, a little bit more interesting quests. I think it's sort of comparable to, as a race of man, Archit. I think this is comparable to Archit, and this is like Nogland's kind of like Comb when you actually get out into the real world. It's a little bit what it feels like. That is the sense that I'm getting here, at least. Caveclaw, I probably need to defeat them. Yep. Oh, I should have used First Strike. Oh well. I'll just get serious here and do some smashing. Oh yeah, you do need the Ancient Dwarf type damage. It's something I forget about with Sarnor needing that. I also forget where Sarnor is. It's, here it is. Oh, I actually have a quest to go there? Oh, I can get it done there. That would be scary. Harming Cave, I don't remember this place at all. Those almost look like weapons at first, but I don't know what they are. There's a dwarf. He looks injured.
It is hopeless.
He actually has no idea what he's doing here, it sounds like. Yeah, I really just don't know with all the stuff I need to do. Defeat cave claws in caves, I probably would want to go to that cave, but it's not even tracked there. Maybe this is the cave and not that cave. The one that people always went to for light hides. Oh, there's some lag. Anora was laggy yesterday, and it seems to be a bit laggy today. Which is, if this is not too obvious, it's not really ideal. But yeah, I'm thinking this one's actually filled with the cave claws now. There's gypsum, small stones. There's some cave claws. If only I had AoEs. That's like all I'm waiting for. I don't know when the brawlers get their first AoEs, but eventually we get some. I will try going this way because we never went this direction in the intro. I did not actually mean to use shift 1, but it's no problem. Alright, give Flurry another try. Well, he died real quick, but I'm actually not sure that was from Flurry. Hello, Eduardo. You said you don't play LOTRO as much anymore, but you are watching people play makes you happy. Well, hopefully watching me play can make you happy too. I can definitely get that sense from games in general where sometimes watching can help you get your fill of the game, like satisfy your need for the game without actually having to play the game. And yeah, LOTRO is definitely a fun game, a good game. Often like taking on more random stuff like this, at least recently. The Brawler is definitely feeling better than the higher level ones I've played, but hopefully that continues when we're not fighting things that die in 2 seconds. Or maybe they still will die very quickly if my damage keeps up, so who knows. Ooh. Yeah, I don't go all the way up here. I don't think I've ever actually been all the way up here, so that's kind of neat. This is oddly reminding me a little bit of the Night Elf area. There's this, in World of Warcraft, the Night Elves have a spider cave, and for some reason this cave just reminds me of it a little bit. And there's like a boss spider at the end of the cave, which would be in a location like way up there. Oh no, yeah. I actually wanted to fall, so all things considered, that's not too bad, but I didn't mean to fall right there. I was planning on attacking the cave claw. The hole in the floor actually got me. Do I even need to do anything in here anymore? Wait, defeat cave claws in cave. Is that a different cave? I guess that's a different cave. I don't think there's actually anything else I need in here. I just went to the end for explorer reasons. I am technically an explorer. I see somebody wanting to buy the infused stuff for 1 gold each. That's like really cheap. I would probably pay 10 gold for each of those, but that's just me. That aside, somebody, Andrew, you mentioned doing like the sort of new LI experience without using any of my old LI stuff. Video / stream series about that, and that is one thing. You used to be able to use those, I think, and even get rewards relevant for high level characters. I don't know if that's still the case. It would be kind of interesting if you could, but I think the way it was is the rewards scaled when you open them, it scaled to your character level, so I don't know if they fixed that up. For some reason I remember thinking that they did, but I don't actually know. Alright, so we have a couple turn-ins, but really a lot of other quests to do. I will say my first impressions of these quests are not that great. Not that I've been doing too much, and it could be like lack of familiarity not helping me. Is this the Thorin's Hall homesteads? Wow, you go right next to this. Could be my milestone there. Here, I'll do a new pull. There we go. The infused garnets, those are things from Moria that you get like daily quests, I believe, and you have to turn in a sapphire, garnet, or infused adamant, depending on the exact quest and its level. But you can run those daily, and they used to give some LI rewards, like relics and the such, or even heritage runes. But yeah, with the new LI system, I think they're a decent option for that level range. And Ryan, it sounds like the rewards are only level 50 to 95, which makes sense because that is the level range of those traceries. I do have lots of quests though. I still need the first gear, which that is southeast. I don't know, maybe that's this one. But yeah, we can just hit all these caves and the such. Oh, I see. I think I can, if I can go in here, because I'm not familiar with that other entrance to this cave. Maybe it's just not showing this one. Purple, hold up. The rewards are boxes for purple or teal level 50 tier tracers. That's not bad. At least I think it, like, having teal from something like that, I don't think it's too bad. Well, that was the first strike and only strike. I think we're picking up some sand because dwarf reasons. Erebor house. Ooh, I don't think so. I'm definitely not doing Erebor. I would like to get a premium house because you don't have to pay upkeep and all the such, and with the new ambient environments, at least for Belthalis and Rohan. That's a pretty neat system to me, but I don't like the Erebor house for one, and while I like Race of Man style houses that are in the game, I don't like for player housing. I don't like the Rohan or Gondor ones, so it's kind of annoying, I suppose, that I like the style of houses for the race that those two houses are for, or at least the region that they're in. Yeah, I don't like those houses. Okay, cave claws. We still need to search the silver deep, but I think I'm doing good on defeating cave claws in cave. I think I need to spin some metal. Premium hobbit housing could be neat. Did I not search it properly? Search? Oh, that's not the silver deep. That would be why. I didn't need to search this place. Let me track nearby quests, make sure I'm all set on what I need to do. Looks like it. Kubazniak? Yes, if LOTRO is still updated game or if it's an abandoned project. Definitely not abandoned, and as Bryant said, it just got a major expansion pack release with the Gundabad expansion. Which, while it is dwarf themed and all the such, Gundabad is. That is not currently where I am, but I am playing the class that came out with it. What am I doing? Silver Deep Mine, that's right. Are there cave claws? Are they just not spawning? There they go. Oh yeah, I have Hurl Object. I keep forgetting about that. It actually does some decent damage. Goblins. There is a Goblin Slayer deed. I usually don't think about that. Or I guess I think about it on the elf side, but it's something I haven't really thought about deeds, but that's a useful one to get working on. Ideally, I would finish all of the Ear of the Wind deeds. That is a very creepy shadow. I think it's of the Cave Claw, though. Very unrealistic shadow, but oh well. Oh, I thought I killed it because it got off target. I feel like I was just here in the intro, like, oh, that's probably like an hour ago at this point. This has been a pretty slow character. While I am level 9, it's, yeah. Search the Silver Deep Mine. Oh, there's even more behind. Wow. Clearly, I was not prepared for that. So does Brawler have anything that's heal on hit? I think it has a cooldown that gives you some heal on hit type things. But otherwise, I am not too sure about anything passive like that. The blue line might. I haven't kept up with all the Brawler updates, to be honest, so I'm not quite as sure as how all the things have been situated with that. But I remember it being a complaint about a lot of people, the lack of morale regeneration or self-heals that the Brawler had. So I don't really know how it's been improved or how much it's been improved, if it's been improved. Kind of surprised I don't have another quest to kill goblins here or something, but I do have to remind myself that I'm still in, like, I'm not even in a, I don't know, like a real, hey, I got an AoE. After all that AoE potential. Is this going to be a session play? Oh no, I just had to search him. Phew. This is quite the cave. This looks like elf ruins or something. I guess we are by Eldhelion, something like that. Should I just jump? Oh, I can't jump. Well. So I can't go that way. What about this way? Oh, that's where the quest guy was. So Brian, your brawler is level 60 and there's no self-heal yet. Yeah, there's, as far as regular abilities that self-heal, there are actually none that I am aware of, but there is Joy of Battle. That's the one cooldown I am familiar with. And it gives you, on every harmful skill, you restore 3% of max morale. I believe that's every time you use an ability, you will get a little bit of a heal. So it's a way you can heal up, I don't know, a little bit of your morale in that duration. Alright, gotta try my AoE. Not too bad. Better than no AoE, that's for sure. And I mean, at this level, I will definitely take that. How many targets does it hit? 6? No, 3. You have to have traits to hit 6. And speaking of traits, one thing I'm curious is if it will ever be worth going into the yellow line before actually doing things in the red line. Because right now I might get like finisher skill damage, but that's honestly, it's relatively minor. Something I might actually be more excited about and advances my progress. Oh no, you can't actually go down on the red line. Never mind, scratch that. That was a little bit of a brain fart situation, but I think there could be consideration at some level ranges to actually go mostly in the yellow line, even as a red line spec brawler, but I'm not sure when that would be without actually leveling a brawler. But I'm guessing for the most part it will be pretty straight through the red line would be best, so you can actually get the stuff in the red line. Like a particular one I'm thinking is Fulgurant Strike, reducing the cooldown on that, which still has the same icon as the boot. Maybe it will just stay as that same icon, but wrong door. But yeah. I know I wanted to do all of Thorin's Gate area, but honestly, these quests just aren't that exciting right now. I have to go to Noglon for that level 5 quest? That's kind of crazy. They're also spread out. I feel like that's one of the maybe issues with these quests that I'm having right now is how spread out they are. I just don't feel like I'm getting to exciting stuff.
Will you stop and hear my accursed tale? This is unthinkable. Hear me out, traveler.
Is dwarf sound angry? Oh, that's a pretty decent ring. Oh, it's a BOE ring. That would explain it. I thought that might have been a quest reward. Can't brawlers eventually use bows? Didn't they add that to something they can use? Maybe. Maybe not.
Greetings, traveler.
Ah, don't want any of those. Okay, it looks like rest of the quests. I'll go ahead and track nearby, just make sure everything is here. And yeah, it looks like they are all in Thorin's Hall that I have. Of course, except for the ones that I have to actually go out and do stuff. Yeah, that's one thing I am definitely preferring about the elf side of Era of the Wind is how less spread out they are. They have belt buckles, okay. I wonder if I'm thinking like not Brawler, Beorning when they added that. I think, are belt buckles? No, they have Stein for their legendary item. Okay, belt buckles make sense then. Hey, I got his first gear thing that confused me so much.
I am at your service. Greetings,
Oh,
traveler.
a second gear?
Will you stay
Wow.
a moment?
And then who else? I'm going to go by the merchants again, but throne room, so I have to go to the throne room. Okay, this one's merchants. This one is going to be Noglond. I think that one's also Noglond area. Oh, I have to... Oh, go west? So I have to repair cracks, okay. And the canal walls. Bluestone Garrison?
At your service. And
Oh, that's Jewelry Wrap stuff. I see. Well, all I'm seeing is Bluestone Garrison and no cracks in walls. This is going to be the, yeah, canal walls. Is this outside? Oops. There are 4 gear quests? Oh no. That's quite scary. Alright, enter Thorin's Hall. Then go west to the Hall of Merchants, which as far as I know is right here. I don't think the Vault Keeper would be the Hall of Merchants, so I'm in the Hall of Merchants. And it says he gave me some mortar to repair cracks in the canal walls. I'm pressing delete. I have floating names on now. I have no idea. Walls going down to the tavern area. Okay, down here. There they are. It's a good thing there are other people that are at least familiar with what's going on. Otherwise, I could have been stuck on that for hours. Okay, got that done. We can talk back to Tinder, and then we still have to, I don't know, do something with him. Oh no, these are, this guy, I need to talk to Dwalin in the throne room. I'm guessing this is the throne area? Oh wow, he's actually on the throne. Oh, they did let me pass. I did not actually know that that would happen. Back it up. This definitely looks a little bit like Erebor. I haven't really visited here too much to see any sort of connection between them. See a glowing thing. Puzzle vault. Ooh. Do not have the corresponding quest. I think I had a puzzle vault quest. But... ah, yeah, the puzzle vault for this one. But it's like in that series, I guess. There's a dwarf marker, though. I did not know that was actually a thing in Irithuen. Or did I? Yeah, I'm not sure that I did. I don't know if they're in Inadwaith. Oh, okay, you get the dwarf markers in. I think that's Inadwaith because it was probably added in Inadwaith, that update. My hand is like cold for some reason. My left hand is warm, but my right hand's really cold. Okay, so I think I'm ready to go to Nogland. Well, we'll see where the Farron's Court quest takes me, but yeah, I believe we're eventually ready. Yeah, it looks like going to Nogland, which is good. Finally moving on after, honestly, feels like I've been here an hour or something. Yeah, I honestly expected to be able to do a little bit more today on this character, just given the time. I've been in almost 2 hours and I'm just now making it to Nogland, but I think one reason is I did the extra intro quest that we're here for, this being a legendary server, and they did take a decent bit of extra time, and then all this Thorin's Gate stuff just taking way longer than I thought. Still fun to do and experience it once, but not likely to come back here and do these. It's kind of like Archit. I don't really do Archit quests anymore. I usually skip straight to Comb. As far as the elf places go, I don't really skip Kellendam. I usually do all those. That was a bit of odd lagging. Alright, I believe he will take me to Nogland for free. Hopefully we get to ride like a boar or something. Oh, they have me on a pony. Wow, ponies look really weird. That is really weird looking. It's like so close to a horse, but so different that it's a little bit disturbing. Ooh, first person. Oh yeah, I made a poll. What was the poll about? Alright, more people have voted that I should buy a Thorin's Hall home than people who have voted that I should not. I'll have to send some gold down to this character. I'll have to randomly inherit some, but I should be able to afford whatever houses there are. I'll have to see if there's an open slot in kin member's neighborhood. I know of one person in the kin who has the Thorin's Hall home. And there's no guarantee that I will actually keep up the maintenance or ever visit it, but I can at least plan to buy one. I believe we're getting close. Oh, yep, there it is. I stole this pony. I don't know how people play dwarves in this game regularly. But hey, maybe eventually I can be one of those people if this character is good enough. I know I don't sound too hopeful on that, but that's just because I'm not all too hopeful. Alright, so Nogland is kind of like the Dwillion of... No, not Dwillion. Dwillon. I was like, that didn't sound right. It's like the Dwillon of the Dwarf. There he is, as far as I can tell. Don't care about which earring I get. I have some OP earrings. Alright, we are headed to the northwest, I believe will be a good place to go. I can get whatever's in the orange along the way. And whatever's in the green along the way as well. In the orange, I'm guessing that's going to be just bears roaming around. And I should be able to gather the copper deposit. If I do have to take a snack break, if we're going to go that long, I can do all my crafting during that, I suppose. Hey, here's a dwarf. Gotta talk to a Grimskull Stone Bear, so I go back to the camp. Do I need Kraben? No, but I need that bear. I'll go ahead and move backhand out. Up. There's a lynx. Wait, do I need them? Oh, I actually do have to defeat them. I only defeated the hinge ball because I wanted to punch something. Alright, so Bella, you said for one of the oldest zones in the game it still looks good. And you're hoping they apply newer terrain builders to it though? Oh, because it deserves some love. Yeah, I think I agree though. Iriluen, both the dwarf area and the elf area even look really nice in this game. But yeah, they could maybe use a little bit of a sprucing up with like textures and the such. I feel like the snow, I actually kind of like the snow, how plain it is. For some reason it just, I don't know, it has a quality that other zones with snow don't quite have that I'm enjoying right now. It's not too busy, I guess, is one thing. Well, I really do love the world building in this game. Sometimes I feel like they forget that things don't have to always be completely cluttered. Especially just things on the ground. Like, it seems like a lot of newer zones, you could have whatever is going on here with these little bushes and the such sticking up, and it would just like multiply it by 10 for just how much stuff they have on the ground. So when things are a little bit open and not much stuff like that, not cluttered, I tend to really appreciate it in this game. Long distance fling. Well, if I remember, that should be an actually easy class D to get done. There used to be a bug, I think, and for all I know it still exists, where the brawlers were not limited by, like, their abilities. Let's see. Let me rephrase this. Hold up. I don't know why I'm having trouble with this. There's no limit to the number of abilities you use for deeds per day, unlike a lot of other classes. I don't know if they ever patched that up, or if that's just a feature of this class, where you aren't limited, but yeah, I think in the early Brawler days, there was no limit at least. Oh, epic. I was like, how? Bingo Boffin needs my help. I completed that. Well, I ain't gonna help him. Back when my guardian was in the Shire in like 2018 or 2019 or whatever, I did enough helping of hobbits. Overhand smash, I've already used that 38 out of 100, so I'm guessing they don't have the limit on that. Just based on that one. And Nathaniel, it sounds like you said they still don't have the limit. I think that could be neat if that was applied to other classes. Like, I kind of get the idea way back in the day about the daily limit, but I don't know. In some of the abilities, like, to me, the daily limit isn't even as big of an issue as for certain classes. You just have to use some abilities that you really, like, very rarely want to use, and maybe you have to use it like 1,000 or 1,500 times even, I think, for some of the really big ones. I think 1,500, there's something like that on the Guardian. I don't know, maybe it doesn't actually go that high. Oh, there's an escort. That's scary. Or at least defend the dwarf quest. Yeah, I keep repeating it, but I'm really not feeling Flurry as a useful skill, and that's really disappointing because it's one of those things that it's like an ability that I think should be very exciting. It should be very fun, but it just, the performance of it in the game makes it miss the mark. Could even be like potentially useful just to activate it, then back off and only get the initial hit, but then that still doesn't do much damage. Like if I compare it just to using the most basic metal consumer overhand smash, it still does less damage. But yeah, things like the Minstrel Res Deed, if you're playing a Guardian and you just want to level and use two-handed weapons, doing the shield deeds can be particularly annoying. Warden has a lot of gambits that don't necessarily want to use. And I think we're ready to turn that one in. How am I doing on the cats? I feel like I've defeated 10 of them, and I have. That escort definitely helped, or that defense. Not really much of an escort. And yeah, Harvane, about them moving into the fluff way of designing landscapes. Yeah, they seem to have a lot more of more, which doesn't always actually mean more. This cape is a little bit odd. I don't know. I'm just not used to using capes. It just looks odd from this angle, the way it's like barely hanging on. But then if I go up here, wait, how am I seeing through it? If I go this way, I can't see through it like at all. But then if I just go around, I can. Even though it's like, yeah, it's just like part of the cloak disappears when you look at it from here. I think it looks actually better from here. But I don't know better, but it looks feasible. Not that this one doesn't. Anyway. There's another reason for me to not use cloaks. Bears. Here's a couple of them at least. Well, if I use Hurl Object, I can't use First Strike. This is a pretty neat area. I just don't really go too much or have much motivation to ever like randomly go here, but definitely a neat area. Where is that looking? To the north? I wonder if a quest will eventually go there. I actually don't know, so I won't head there yet, but if I remember, I will just go there to explore it. I don't know Explorer Deed wise. Potentially there are some of those that I actually really don't know. Oh, I still have to find Gundabad. Okay, that's the last place of the dwarves. So maybe that's it. Is something like Thrushstone something you just don't have to explore, I guess? Oh, Virtue XP. Ooh, that could have been scary. Want to make sure, what do I want to put it on? Usually I like Wit for a low-level character, but recently I've been feeling like Valor. Valor gives physical mastery, and it has Finesse as its second one. Finesse is just nice, I think, and I like to get it up on a low-level character, but I'm leaning Valor right now. I don't think Loyalty... I mean, more health, I think it's one of the most efficient, if not the most efficient virtue to get, but just not much need for it. Yeah, that's another thing with the Minstrel Res Deed that you mentioned, Bella, is you basically have to do group content. You can't just like get that completed playing solo, which I don't think is a good thing. Forget I can gather. Definitely want to keep up with gathering so I can make sure I get enough stuff to get through the apprentice tier before we move on. Actually, before we get to the place in the northeast, because I think there's some barrow iron and the such up there. Yeah, the punching, it is pretty satisfying playing a brawler. Oh, I need to turn around. Sometimes stretching takes priority. I will take that chain armor.
Will you help me?
That dog barking? There's definitely a dog barking, but there's also some other noise. I don't know if it's somebody just yelling or another dog.
Greetings, traveler.
Thanks, pelt leggings. Or leg guards. That is fantastically ugly.
My
Like, this NPC outfits that they have aren't actually too bad. I could potentially go with something like that for a dwarf. Yeah, at least for a high elf captain, the halberd animations are really weird to me. I don't know if it's the same for Race of Man, but I am not a fan of halberd animations on high elf, at least. Let's see, what could I get done here? I have to defeat Henderville, so that should be easy. I have to discover the source of the water flow problem. Probably those trees. I feel like it would be just as easy to notice the trees as it would be to notice there's a problem. Oh, is there... Am I supposed to kill that bear? Oh no, I'm actually supposed to clean these. Ow. Oh, it's not even the trees, it's the bushes, so never mind what I said. At least these aren't ugly bushes. Hello, Crixos. I am playing on Anor right now. I think it's nap time. According to my yawns, at least, and need to stretch. I am thinking I would like to do the Gundabad quest, but I have to get to Gundabad is the problem. I'm actually not sure all the Gundabad quests. I know I just said I'd like to do them, but rethinking that, my character's pretty high level. I could actually head to Bree. I've already done Gundabad. The main thing I really wanted to do was I could do the prologue, but all these side quests I really don't have much point in doing after I finish Nagalon because I wanted to do Nagalon specifically. And I guess completing the Hero of Era of the Wind, the final, I don't think this is the final, but completing the 30 quests in Era of the Wind deed could be nice, just to get that done, and exploration deeds. But those are also things I could always, if I really wanted to, come back at higher level, and I am going to move these closer and sit back for a little bit, but I think I need to defeat some goblins here, right? Wouldn't hurt. Yeah, let's see, 1 AoE. Didn't quite one-shot all 4 of them, but did some decent damage. Also, I should have better battle gauntlets now. We can see what the level 10 ones look like. Wow, that's like double DPS and actually has decent stats and increased damage to orc kind. Well, maybe with those equipped, I could have one-shot everybody with backhand clout. Let's see, backhand clout's 165 to 219. And that's after equipping the weapon, so it's a pretty big upgrade. That's why weapon DPS is so important in this game. Oh no, I'm trapped. Yeah, the Hero of Era of the Wind, that's like, outside of Virtue, you bring up a good point, Bella, that I sometimes forget about is... What's this, knee strike? I honestly don't remember that icon for knee strike, but there we go. It's decreases their run speed, but doesn't do too much damage, so it's more so a utility metal consumer. And William, the Brawler, did I already talk about that? Anyway, the Brawler is pretty decent so far. I'm definitely having more fun than I did on just higher level Brawlers, either from beta testing or from my level 105 boosted Brawler when I played him. And I'm really enjoying the increased animation speed of the metal builders. Oh, I took care of them. I can definitely sense the increased damage of these battle gauntlets. It's actually quite nice. Oh, these are 20 to 50. Okay, open every 10 levels. That makes sense. But yeah, it's not bad to completely complete Era of the Wind. So I can at least work on the Hero of Era of the Wind deed, and I think do some of the Slayer deeds. And we'll see after I get finished with Noglon where I actually am in terms of my progress. This is a pretty neat area though. Can get the... I think I could actually just get the Goblin Slayer deed done here and that be it. That said, it's really useful deed-wise to do this area because you can get multiple things done at the same time, including Goblin Slayer. Let's see, do I need anything else in here? I actually do need something else in here. Probably the Dower Hand Burglar. Oh, and maybe Parzot? Poor dwarf. Oh, this guy noticed me. 660 Devastate, wow. That weapon upgrade is crazy. Oh, there's a Sarnor level thingy. Oh, we're actually, yeah, we're at the entrance to Sarnor, that's right. Well, now that you mention it, I have to go there. That's just the way it works. Alright. Will I get one shot? That is my question. I have to... Well, do I actually... I don't actually want to die on this character. I don't care about the Undying title, but... It's just like a... It's a little bit of an achievement thing. I haven't died yet, so we won't bother. If I remember, I'll come back here at like level 20, or after I have my first real death on this character. Speaking of real death, yeah, I don't think I'll die here. Just took one little sweeping... Let's see, sweeping backhanded smash, that's what I'll call it. That's what it's actually called, a backhand smash. I don't know where my milestone is, otherwise I would use it. Yeah, I'm really curious if they would one-shot me. That's like the main reason I wanted to go up there. Just to see how quickly I would die. Oh, here's the chieftain. Oh, backhand clouds ready. Yeah, Wrath to Egg, that's where I wanted to go, that goblin place, because the Explorer deed there... Uh-oh. Whew, that little ledge saved me. But the quests there, the quests in Wrath to Egg are very convenient because they take you to, as far as I know, basically everywhere you need to go for the Explorer deed. There's also spiders, which are useful for the Spider Slayer deed, so there's lots of reasons to continue questing, including the, like, Glamir's Vigil, whatever it's called up there, Glamir. And also in Wrath to Egg and even Keladul. In Wrath to Egg, with the Elite Goblins could be interesting to see what this character can do. I know on Treebeard when we went there, with deadlier difficulties, that's when you could really feel with the elites. Really feel the difficulty increase. Alright, I still need to defeat Hendravel. I have to defeat even more goblins. Didn't I just do that? Oh. Can always defeat more. Again, I want to do all these quests at the very least. We're still only 11 out of 30, I think, per quest. There's a Hinderval. A feathered nuisance. That one's not anymore. Ooh, 761. I think that's my new record. Oh, I have Gundam on turn-ins? Okay, that would make sense. I need to bring the second gear. That's when I can use my return home skill, so maybe after I do some of this stuff, defeat these Hinderval and goblins, and find that Blue Crag chieftain again. But yeah, I don't think I'll have any problem with the Goblin Slayer deed. I'm at 48 out of 60 already. Other Slayer deeds, there is a Hinderval Slayer deed, isn't there? That one's very easy to get done around Thrasty's Lodge over here. I am so much over level, it's crazy. I know I'm getting about... let's see, if all the XP boosts work multiplicatively... I'm actually not sure what all that would be. Let's see, we can see. Then I would be... that's why that's way off. If they are all multiplicative like that, then I would be getting 9.76 times normal XP, but I don't think they actually work like that based on me not getting that XP. It could be that they're just additive and I'd be getting triple normal XP, but I'm also getting only 0.6 of normal. I'm only getting 60% of normal. What am I doing defeating? Oh yeah, defeating goblins and looking for the chieftain, who I happened to already kill, but I don't mind killing again. There's Goblin Slayer Advance. Valor's, if I equip Valor, I'm actually curious how much my damage increases. We'll do Overhand Smash as the tester. That's actually not too bad, about 5%-ish. Alright, I believe... Oh, I thought the chieftain was not over here. Oh, he's on the other side, okay. I can get there quickly. High Elves by default get a return to Karis Galadin? That's a little bit odd. I know you get a return to, you can get a... It's a racial trait to get the return to Karis Galadin, but if you're talking about the, like, milestone skill, that's what I was initially thinking. I think it is time to get serious with all these enemies chasing me. Oh, need more AoEs. Get as many first strikes as I can in. Oh, a lot of them are running away. I think now is a good time to use my milestone. And I think it's about time for another restroom break, so maybe while doing a travel or something. Raren's Court, that is quite convenient. Somebody's selling those? Artifacts of the Veil? As far as I know, those are quite valuable. I don't know if they have sped up the milestone skill. I'm used to it taking forever, so I didn't really pay attention. It has a 10-second induction. As far as I know, that's how long it's always been. We're taking the scenic route.
your service and your families.
Ooh, this is on level 12. Nice. So this is going to be in Hodlin. Well, that's not too bad. Took a moment, but these quests are not... Oh wow, I have a great quest now. Oh, that's actually need to turn that in here. Yeah, it could be faster because you're not the one waiting. I could definitely see that. I was also busy. I don't remember what I was doing. Probably stretching or thinking about my restroom break. But yeah, that is possible. Oh yeah, I'm also thinking about what I want to eat for dinner. And if I want to stream that long where I actually want to have to find something to eat while doing a crafting break or something. I know I haven't had many videos this past week. I did a random shorts last night, which I know aren't the most popular, but they're kind of easy to do and people seem to enjoy them, at least the people that watch them. So I had that for the Auroras over Rohan. And then, what else did we have? I had a video Monday-ish, but it's just been a busy week. I had a little bit of a less busy period where I had like lots of videos and even lots of streams. That was around Myth Aethel release time, so it was pretty convenient that was kind of happening around the same time. But yeah, recently I haven't had as many. I had the How I Make videos. I think that was like Monday or something, so it's been quite a while. I think my stream before that was probably the 20th, Sunday. No, it was actually Saturday. That's when I did the all-day stream, so I have not had much the past week. So in short, that is something that, yeah, just a consideration of like I've basically had one video that's been delayed almost an entire week now. Not quite an entire week because I didn't even get the content necessary for the video until last Saturday. But yeah. Where am I going? Oh yeah, so we'll take a slow travel to Nogalon, and I will use the restroom again. Oh, I don't feel like I'm drinking that much water, but it's not even like down that much. I did eat like 4 grapes though. Anyway, I'll go ahead and be right back while we're going there. We'll go about non-first person. Alright, I am back. I don't know how long I've been here, but I was about to say good timing, but I actually don't know.
My Durin's beard! Hear me out, traveler!
Getting some yellow armor. Alright, so we still have to defeat Hinderville. Wow. I wonder if south is a good location for them? Although, wasn't I just there? No, I wasn't. Where does this road lead? I actually don't know, so... There's one way to find out. Does it lead to the Grey Havens? Just an alternate route? Which are not in the game. Oh, I still have a turn-in. I'm guessing that's to Gundabad for the goblin fetish. Yeah, goblins in the south. And that is, okay. So usually I do this from the elf perspective, which means you just basically go to Ratrig. You don't really get a breadcrumb quest there. But I'm guessing for dwarves, since it says goblins in the south and all that, maybe that actually leads you into the Ratrig, so you kind of know to go there. Did I ever get that copper deposit? Looks like it. I guess I'm targeting the wrong one. Oh, these guys aren't showing up on my thing because they're greenies, I think. Okay. On my radar. I don't even know what object I threw, but it killed it. The elf epic will send you there. Maybe the dwarf epic will as well. I do plan to do the dwarf epic though. My inventory sorted this way. There's the sort button, but you can also go in edit mode and drag all the like little slots from all the different bags into however you want to arrange them. I do one giant bag. Turns out this place is not too bad for Hinderville though. Rowan branches. I see a Hinderville right there. In there. And I will need 3 more after that, so... Is it possible to not one-shot them? Wow, I'm already level 13. I mentioned I could go to Bree early, but now I could go to Bree basically on time. It's a little bit early. I would say 14's more like on time level for like doing most of the stuff there, but 13's not too early. 10. I could probably do the Andrew method that he said he did on the regular live servers and go straight to Lonelands if I really wanted. There's a bear. There's a Hinderville. I need 1 more. Can have all 12. I could get to 16 and start Lonelands. Bree is just such a good zone to do though. I think if I'm concerned with character progression, Bree is particularly good because of the reputation. And doing barrow downs has lots of deeds associated with it. So maybe I tend to think about that a little bit too much. But that's one reason I like Bree so much. All the deeds and the such that you can get to go along with it. And particularly, I know that barrow downs, as I just mentioned, is valuable. By the way, if y'all have not seen, I'm getting notifications from Twitter about a recent picture I posted last night. We did the chicken run to Erebor. I was not a chicken, but I was a chicken tender, as we call them. But I got a great screenshot of a chicken and my bear. If y'all are interested, it's pretty neat. I can try to show it. Let's see, we're doing a little bit of traveling. Okay, we're going to ignore the game, but go on auto run. I'm going to try to show my screenshot without messing everything up. And, oh, let me go back to the game and turn a little bit. All right, I think if I get just up here and go straight here, we're on a good path. All set. And, let me try to find the screenshot. That one? Yes, this one. All right, we need desktop. There we go. Well, except I disappeared, but there it is. There's the chicken and the bear and the such. The chicken's all the bear said. I don't know how I got that screenshot, but I did. And it's just one I particularly like. So what I'm thinking I will do is actually switch to an alt and go ahead and send this character enough crafting materials to get to the journeyman tier because, yeah, because I want to get to the journeyman tier before I do too much stuff around Gundabad. And while there's a copper deposit there, there's rowan branches here, I will very quickly be getting up to the higher tier stuff. And if I go to Wrath Tareg, for example, or if I go up to Glamir, there's all journeyman stuff up there. So that's when I gotta switch. Yes, we can take the chickens to Erebor. That's one of the chicken series quests from Samson's farm. Here's Gundabad. Site of the defense. Is my skybox been messed up this whole time? Because normally it doesn't look like this down here. I just thought maybe that's what it looked like around Thorns. I'm going to switch characters anyway, but I wonder if it has been messed up this whole time or if it's just what it looks like right now. It's morning. Actually, if it's morning, that means it's been nighttime, and it has not looked like nighttime at all. And Erebor, it sounds like a long run, but it's not actually that long compared to Minas Tirith. Minas Tirith and especially Mount Doom are a lot longer, and particularly on Anor, before the Far Anorian region was unlocked. It was quite the journey. I think it took 4 or 5 hours to get the chickens to Minas Tirith. So I was going to try my bank alt, but I might honestly have other characters that have better / more level crafting mats. I can check this Warden. For some reason, I feel like he has stuff, but he might not. 61 degrees in here, which is, that might sound cold, but normally my hand, not even my hands, is just like particularly cold right now. And the rest of me is fine. Ah, yes, he was a good character, except I'm not sure he has any tier 1 stuff. He has a ton of stuff. I guess I can send it all to Brawler. Yes, okay. He has all my Lepithron. I was wondering where, I thought I had more of like some of this low level stuff. It has been on this Warden the whole time. Looks like he has already processed Lepithron. Wow. So he's done Ilex as well? What is he up to? Wow, I'm up to Westfold Forester? I'm only level 21? How am I only level 21? That's like the extra crazy part. Okay, I don't need to send the process stuff, so we can just ignore that. Now, how about copper? The rich iron, I do have copper. The rich iron I think could be useful in the journeyman as well. And that was a good idea to log into this character. I am, if y'all don't mind, waiting just a moment before we swap alts. I'm actually going to clean out his inventory of crafting stuff and send it all to my bank alt, who I have done a tiny bit of organizing on. I don't even know what this process stuff is, but it's going to my bank alt. That much I know. I think these are like weaponsmith. Oh no, that's true steel ingots, something like that. Ancient steel ingots. I have a random old ally on this character. It looks like a... Oh, I was thinking a lore master staff, but it's a ward and mace. It's kind of ugly. The only reason to keep those at this point is cosmetics, though, so... If it's ugly, I'm probably not going to keep it. I guess there is other reason other than cosmetics, like if you want it as a keepsake. I could see people doing that with like their very first age ally or their imbued one. Sometimes it is slow to send mail even with a somewhat speedy method like this. I almost feel like I'm dragging and dropping them too quick. I think I have 5 left. Oh, see, now I'm just jacking it too much up right now. Oh, that wore me out, but I think that is it from this character. Yeah. Yeah, didn't expect him to have all that stuff. I feel like any of my low-level characters could have something like that now. I think I'd have cleaned my hunter out. Burglar I don't think does. Champion I think moved past that point. So really, at this point, it's just, I don't know who has what. Lasagna. Well, I know I'm definitely not having lasagna for dinner. I might make spaghetti. I just have to cook the noodles, but that's okay. Light hides. Well, I have plenty of light hides. Copper ore. Oh, I have plenty of copper ore. I don't know what my concern was. I logged into my bank alt. Actually, that's who I was on. At the very start of the stream, y'all might remember I was just on my bank alt. But I thought I didn't have any of that low-level stuff. But clear. Oh, yeah, I'm just actually going to delete these. I'm not even going to bother selling them at this point. I don't need these. It feels like this feels not only wrong in the sense of just being wrong. I feel like I'm morally object to just deleting stuff like this in a game, but that's what I'm doing. But yeah, those are not all the crafting materials I've gathered, but these are some of the crafting materials I've gathered over the years. Which has only been like 3.5 years or so, maybe even a little bit less. Actually, it's been 3 1/3 years about. Alright, who am I sending it to? It's Brawler. I think I hear somebody crafting. There's also that person crafting. Okay, so I'm going to send all the journeyman stuff and the apprentice stuff just to have it all. I'll go ahead and send wax as well just because I have it. Lumps of coal, I'll send that as well. Yeah, copper, probably don't need to send the process stuff. Yeah, I said journeyman, so I'll do silver, and I thought barrow iron. Did I put that in my... I thought I had barrow iron. Let me sort. Because apparently I wasn't sorted. There's silver ore, gold ore. Huh. I feel like I'm like 90% sure I sent over some barrow iron ore. Oh well, that one's not as important, so I just won't bother with that right now. Yeah, having multiple storage characters would be a good idea. These are basically characters I just don't play anymore on the server that I use for storage, but I'm just so lazy about it that that one's basically my crafting one and my only actually organized storage character. Might as well get the stable master.
Greetings, traveler.
I have a bunch of rings for quests and the such. Lore master has lure? Like lure? I guess I could have, but it's because I named him Louis. Yeah, so as far as barrel and silver go, I'm not too concerned about having those at this point, but wow, that's a lot of silver ore. I'm not sure I've ever actually seen that much silver ore in this game. Do I want to go the crit route? There's really no point in going the crit route, like the mastering route for somebody that's just a gathering character, but it feels a lot more complete if you do. I don't know if the deeds, do the crafting deeds give LOTRO points? If they do, there is actually that benefit. They could get LOTRO points from it. This one looks like it will be... Oh, I'm going way slow, but I think this will work. Where is the workbench? Eventually I'll find one. There we go. Another benefit is just getting character XP, but yeah, if the crafting deeds give LOTRO points, then that's a lot of potential LOTRO points for one. And for two, yeah, character XP. Or, I don't remember. Never got some LOTRO points. That makes sense. That's, yeah, it would be crazy if you did get LOTRO points from it, but something I just never paid attention to. And you could get a lot of LOTRO points and very easily get a lot of LOTRO points. Like, if that gave 5 LOTRO points, could you imagine how many people just farm Rowan wood and, like, keep picking up and canceling their whatever vocation they are just to keep doing that over and over and over again? It would be kind of crazy. Yeah, so I don't think there's any point in mastering again as much as I want to. Just don't think there's point in it. So I will refrain from working on that. And we know from the other one that we need 25. And just from math. So William, you're wondering how hotkey intensive the Brawler is. That is a good question. Right now, I already have 10 abilities and I'm level 13. So maybe that will tell you. Actually, I have 11 abilities? 5? No, I have 10 abilities. And I'm level 13. So you actually get a lot of abilities on Brawlers, but not necessarily all of them will be that useful to use in regular rotation. So one of the things I'm planning on doing with this character is maybe seeing how many you actively need to use. But from what I am remembering, there were probably 10 to 15 that I actively used on a higher level Brawler. A lot of them are cooldowns that some of them have really short cooldowns, but they're best if kind of used actively, like on cooldown. And there's a lot of other abilities, the metal builders and metal spenders. What outfit is this? This is from the Gundabad Ultimate Fan Bundle, I believe. This is the Fateful Gundabad set from that. Alright, so quest-wise, what are we going to do? First of all, I know I have a lot of turn-ins. We're not even close on the quest deed here. We're about halfway done.
Well met. Will you help me?
We definitely want to do the dwarf stuff.
Come and stay a moment. Will you help me?
Not the dwarf stuff, the dwarf prologue, I mean specifically. Yeah, not doing those.
You've come
I'm just going to accept everything, and if I get these quests done, then great. If I don't, then,
for assistance.
well, that sucks, but
Speak with me a moment.
I do plan to at least go where I need to for the deeds. Yeah, clear the way. I have never done the clear the way quest as far as I know, so that must be one that's like a chain from Noglon. Oh, I have tons of quests. This is exciting. And it's really tempting at this point to just go straight to the lowlands, except, so if I finish Heir of the Wind, do all this stuff and get like level 16, I can go straight to the lowlands if I want to do the lowlands on this character, which I actually don't know. So my champion, if you all remember, I was actually originally planning on doing all of North Downs to prepare for Engel Mythaethel, but that never happened. And instead, I only did the group area, Nan Wathrin. So something potential for this character, since I wanted to do North Downs, is to... This isn't Rathtarig. That's Rathtarig. This is an odd place to me. Not sure I've ever actually been down here. Looks like a goblin camp. That's pretty neat. At this point, I'm not sure there are any, like, defunct quests that would be restored. I think those were only in the intro, but I do not know for sure. Alright, hopefully I can survive this. I, like, eventually will kill them all, but surviving in the meantime is, like, the one concern of mine here, just because I don't have much AoE. I do have some trait points to spend. I could get Brash Invitation just to have a taunt. I could get some Vitality. I could get increased chance for metal generators to generate more metal. Don't want Vulnerable. There's the AoE damage skilled targets. I think that would actually be... I'm really considering at low level, it honestly might be best to just spec Yellow Line. I'm not seeing anything, like, all this stuff will add up in the red line eventually, but I am not seeing that much that is really appealing. There is the crit chance, so this one's probably pretty big, the crit chance. There's also the finisher skill damage, but if you're doing a lot of AoE and just running around quickly, I would really consider going yellow to get AoE skills max target out of combat run speed. Probably won't get any of those. And then perhaps that'd be a little bit long to get to, but hasten powerful techniques. So what I am thinking with this character, I know set a finisher skill damage plus 25% could be pretty decent on that. I'm actually going to do battle-wise and I think try that route. But yeah, what I'm thinking is missions, if I get level 20, that is entirely true. I could do missions to catch up on levels. But what I'm thinking for this character is that I will want to do North Downs and also in Breland, particularly the Barrow Downs. It has been a while since I've been there and I love that place. So I could do that. There wasn't much point for me going here, to be honest. I guess I do just need one more spoiler, so I might as well get it. I only came here just to check out this goblin camp that I had no idea ever existed somehow. I just like, I don't go to these. Don't go to this part of Heir of the Wind that much. And of course, as an elf, don't get those quests. I wonder if I turn that in, if that will actually lead to a Rathtarig quest or not, so I guess I'll turn it in. I wouldn't mind getting wolf pelts. Again, that's something useful for the Slayer deed. Killing wolves. I think this is a pretty decent location for wolves. There's, of course, Ninhilith, whatever it's called. I think it's that one. But it's... Oh, another wolf. But it's like way down there on low level. Not that level means much for this character at this point for what I'm doing. And yeah, Bella, I think that is completely true also with the intro, them just like removing certain side quests over time to get people moving and progressing faster. A little bit more of a streamlined type experience. I wonder if I should consider getting this character a level 15 armor set. That would be fairly easy to craft. I wouldn't even care. Like, if I had the materials, I would not care too much about critting it. I guess the question... Oh, there's Barrow Iron. Did I have Barrow Iron the whole time sent to this character? But yeah, I could actually process my Barrow Iron on this character, send it to my Guardian, and that might be enough. There's a wolf. Although doing Slayer deeds without having much ranged or much movement speed, they're just a lot slower. So perhaps I don't even need to do the Slayer deeds on this character, at least at this point. I don't know. Okay, we'll close the poll on Thorin's Hall Home. Thank you everybody for voting. It looks like I will be buying one. Oh, it's gonna take a minute before I can do another poll. Wait for it. There we go. Should I do all Iraduin deeds? Hope y'all don't mind the polls. It's actually, for me at least, a really neat feature to see what people think and ask random questions like that. And actually do it in a way where I like get a number and not just have to rely on people who comment. Because even if you are not a regular commenter, your opinion does matter. And yes, the quest is only 5 wolves. I don't know if it used to be more or not. I'm going to kill more wolves. I don't know what these wolves ever did to me. They're just lone gray wolves, and here I go punching them. I have definitely been to this area to do the Wolf Slayer deed. I don't know why I'm having a mental block about that goblin village there. I just don't remember it ever existing. Oh, most people are voting yes. It's kind of what I expected. I just know the Wolf Slayer deed will be a bit slow. We can go down to Ninhilith. I think I'll want to go down there anyway to get some variety, but I can at least run around here a couple times maybe. See what I can find. Could even do, like, I could just occasionally come here while I'm doing quests and the such. I can just come back here. There are a couple nice quests up there that I could do while working on the Dour Handslayer, but I would like to go to Keladul too. Let's see, quest-wise, I got plenty of them. Sundered Shield. Oh, third gear. I'm actually interested in that. That is in a barrel mound, okay. Elfstone, that's going to be Glamir, and I'd like to do his stuff because he has useful things. Okay, I'll turn in these quests and see where they lead. How about that? Here's a wolf. Yeah, there is eventually a quest for the Docks of Keladul. I forget how we eventually get it, if it's in the prologue or what particular things you have to do over here to get it, or it might even be a Thrassy's Lodge type thing. But yeah, I think I'll have plenty of Dour Hands. Also, there are a lot of Hindravel and Keladul, so it's a kind of 2-for-1 type area, which is nice. Okay, doesn't look like I got anything, so I think I'll just manually head to Rathtareg next. There's a task board here? I did not actually know that. Again, I mentioned earlier that I thought maybe Bree, broken sword sheaths. Who do I turn these into? Wait. Broken? Oh, short swords. Whoops. Well, that don't help. How about broken claws? Oh, broken. I need to turn those into Dory. So I'd have to go like all the way over there. Wow. I can turn in the task if I remember, but yeah. I'll just wait on that for now. Oh, there's a wolf. Yikes. So Rathtareg, I've already mentioned, is useful for a couple reasons. Even if I don't need the XP, it is a pretty fun place. But there are spiders here, so it can get progress on the spiders. There are cave claws here, which isn't really relevant. There are also goblins here, and there's also a discovery deed. So basically, just going through here, running through it, might as well pick up the quest, and whatever I get done, and I don't care too much about what I don't get done. But the spiders here are helpful because while there is the escort quest in the northeast, you'll have to still run around quite a bit for the spiders if you don't go down here and don't like have a little bit of a focus on it. So this is a perfect highlight of why I wanted to finish the apprentice tier. This area, even though it has level 10 and 11 mobs and the such, has journeyman tier crafting nodes, so nice to be up to journeyman before you go here. Oh, these guys also have more health. I'm used to fighting like level 5s and the such. I'm not used to punching things that many times. I don't really need to kill these goblins though. I have enmity of goblins, so I have my racial deed. But I'll eventually get that done. Don't care about getting it done specifically here and now. But yeah, this is one of the discoveries. I kind of have a general mental idea of where they all are. There's one here. There might be one down there. I'm actually not sure, but I go down there anyway. That's where more spiders will be. There's also the south gate towards the Grey Havens. Over somewhere around there you connect to Discovery, and then there's camp there's a place up there, and maybe down there. But we'll just run around a little bit and get stuff done and get those done too. There's a spider, there's another spider, and there's a bat, because why not? Although I've already killed it, so it's not even getting in on the AoE. Brawler's pretty fun so far at this level, though. I know I keep doing kind of the same rotation, but that's the way it is with the level characters. And hello, Berg. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's almost like the builders you can kind of consider one ability, even though it's three buttons. But if you're comparing it to another class, it's like... that's kind of how I would think about it. The metal consumers, I don't know, they're all their kind of own thing is how I'd end up describing them. Okay, let's see if there actually is a discovery over here. Because I'm not 100% sure. I think there is. Oh. Oh, I have no idea. Doesn't look like there is, okay. There definitely is down there and over there. but it does not look like the West End has one. Oh, I don't have any milk, guys. I don't know. That's a lot of work to try to get 9 of those when I'm just trying to honestly do a little bit of speeding through this area at this point. Kind of a little bit of a different pace than I might do typically for quests. Basically trying to efficiently get the Slayer deeds, Explorer deeds, and the quest deed done all at the same time. So I guess the strategy that you can apply to other zones is do the quests that are in the locations of the discovery deeds and the quests that have mobs for the Slayer deeds, and try to do them all at once like that. I know you can't always apply it, and especially in later zones, you typically have to follow a certain pattern and do all the quests anyway. Is how it will work out, but for a character like this, where I'm perfectly fine, like if I weren't interested in the deeds, I would just go straight towards Bree at this point. How far in here can you actually go? Oh, this is I forgot there are more spiders here. This could be good for the deed. Oh, quite a neat area. Reminds me of some of the Old Forest, actually. It reminds me of that area in the Old Forest with spiders. Of course it's different, but has a similar type feel to it to me. Yeah, this particular pocket here in Ratharig is great for Spider Slayer. Something that I remembered when I got here, but forgot about before I got here. Backhand Clout. Oh, I just want one more AoE. I just feel like I need one more. Oh yeah, I'm already about done with the basic Spider Slayer, so that is great progress to have a head start on before we head to the missing spider, misplaced cook dude. Bozy, I think his name is. I think it's Bozy. Or no, I don't think it's Bozy. Might be. It's not Mathy, that's the dude in Gundabad. Bori? Oh, I'm not sure it's Bori. That one sounds least familiar. Alright, I think we're set on spiders. And next up, I wouldn't mind getting Gazrip, because I think I have to go by him anyway. And then we have, as far as I know, it's 2 more areas in Ratharig to discover. Yep, 2 more. We have Amon Think, which is, I think it's the actual mountain. Because Amon means, like, mount, I believe. Bercy, that's right. At least somebody knew. The Pixie Arena. Can't believe I forgot it was Bercy. Ooh, there's a spider. Well, I don't really need any goblins up here. This place has some elite goblins, so I gotta try to kill one of those. I definitely think it's time to use a Get Serious. I might even have to use a potion here. I have not had to use a potion yet. Okay, I don't think I actually will. I just gotta imagine this character if I actually crafted him some armor or something. I think I will use some of my consumables. I have some really nice pork there. Really nice for this level. And some carrots. Oh, that didn't go too poorly. There really is a change of pace from when we did this. Oh, I'm using the wrong setups. I actually don't know if Sinister Cross does anything at this level, because I don't think its setup affects you until you get your innate strength stuff. There we go. Killed a few elites. So I'm pretty satisfied with that, and we can go down and, yeah, get what I actually came here for. Might include the spider. Alright, I believe the named goblin that I need is somewhere in here. I thought I saw a spider run away, but it doesn't really matter. There's Gazrib. And then I'm not thinking this is a discovery. Just double check this is not the discovery, and it does not appear to be, so that's okay. But the other discovery I need for Crookdell, whatever it's called, is, ooh, convenient level up. It's in this part of this area. But we have some enemies to attend to, and I just got a, nope, not a taunt. It looked like the captain's, I think the captain's taunt has an icon like this. But Home Crusher is a single target ability that I think, yeah, it does even more damage than Overhand Smash. The problem though is it has a really long cooldown, so I can't actually use it that frequently, but it's a stun, so it's got some use for the damage and the stun, like just not usable that frequently. And then I don't know how far into here I have to go for the discovery. I think you have to go up the ramp actually. And if I do the prologue, I think I'll get it discovered anyway, but I'll just double make sure I get it done. Here, I'll use, oh, this is an elite anyway, so I'll test out Home Crusher in a second. Oh, actually I want to use that one. Doesn't really matter, but if I set up with Low Strike, which I don't even think, like, while it can add vulnerability and they take like 1% increased damage, I don't even think it's worth doing that compared to just using Dexterous Hook on everything at this point. Because I think it has a low chance, even at this level. I guess we can test it. See if it ever will apply. Any of the debuffs. Nice critical chance. I don't even get to see. Hunter or Guardian? Those are two very different classes. I personally have more fun on the Guardian out of the two, even DPSing, which I know is unusual, but I just like the Guardian. In general, if you're looking to DPS though, the Hunter will be better, and especially if you're looking to range DPS. Ooh, we have two goblins. Oh, I could have used First Strike on him. If you're looking to DPS, Hunter will typically be better for that, and if you're looking to tank, of course, Guardian will be better. taking down these elites fairly easy. I know they're like 4 levels below me, but that's a somewhat positive sign, I guess, for this guy. That was a nice crit. It did almost half his health. If I had my milestone off cooldown, I would use it. There we go. Got Crookdale discovered. So Crookdale is actually that little circle camp there with a bunch of elites. Oh, I got Charity? That's no good. Oh, that's really bad. Let's get my loyalty going up. Oh no. It feels so bad at this level to waste that. While it's insignificant in the very long run, and of course the very long run, you would eventually want all of your virtues maxed out anyway, but it just feels so bad on a character like this for me, or a low-level character, because it's actually like, it's like 1/7 of the way up, and I could have loyalty 1/7 of the way up instead. This guy's gonna be ranged. Oh, somebody using a heal. Well, that took care of them. I guess backhand clout still is a little bit of a satisfying AoE, can be. So one thing I am a little bit concerned about is the elf ruins. I'm used to doing that, just getting it naturally done by the quest, so I'm actually not 100% sure aware of where all the elf ruins are. I'm guessing Dwellin, Kellendam, Ninhilith might be one. This little place might be one. That little goblin place. Is this the goblin place? I don't know. The goblin place there-ish maybe might be one. I don't know if I need to go to Thrassy's Lodge for anything, but that is something I have to keep in mind going down there for the elf stuff. It's light armor, but I think the Fate makes it an upgrade. Because what does Fate do for Brawlers? It looks pretty standard. 2.5 crit, 1 finesse, 1 tactmit, 1 resistance if you care about that part, and some NCPR and ICPR. Oh, the Spire, that's right. That's one I actually didn't even associate. I didn't associate with that. Also, when we get up into the northeast, we should check out the River Loon and what's going on up there. I've heard that they have done some changes to the landscape up there in preparation for a potential Yondershire zone that, I don't know, could be coming up, or maybe like next year's Wildwood type update they're already doing some work for, or could even be update 33 or something. They're doing some landscape stuff there, and there are hints of a Yondershire from some beta things. So it's something we can check out. What does this guy have? Building the Thorin's Hall Homestead. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen that, but if I plan to get a house there, maybe I'll actually work to build the homestead and do crafting for that. Oh, that's housing. I thought that was a crafting quest. That is an actual housing quest. Wow. Was it a crafter that gave me the quest? Is that why I thought it was a crafting quest? I don't know. Quest-wise, speaking of quests, what do I actually want to do quest-wise? I think we are about ready to go to... Do we have the quest to find the misplaced cooked? Not yet. Okay. I don't actually know where you get that quest. If that's something I should have gotten from Gundabad, or what the deal is. Dour Hand Slayer, so that's actually Brigand Slayer, but I guess Dour Hands are considered brigands. So I could do these quests here. They wouldn't be too bad. They would help me with Dour Hands, so I could do that. I'd like to go to Glamir anyway. We could kill some bears we see here, just help with quests. Alright. So, oh wow, 869, I think that's my new record. Now I gotta be on the lookout for a 1k crit. And once I get that tower up in the northeast here, that's so hard to tell. I actually don't know where it is on the new map. Right there, maybe? Right in that little sliver. You like go up that way is what I'm guessing. But anyway, yeah, once we get that one, it'll actually tell me what the other ones are, and it'll be kind of quick from there. And Ho Wing, you asked, you're a noob. Oh, but you have a quick question, do low-level burglars usually do low damage? Honestly, it's been such a long time since I played a low-level burglar, I'm not too sure. But if you're looking, like, comparing your damage you do to the damage I do, something to consider is I do have 3 particularly great pieces of gear, and while they probably don't do much for this level, they're pretty decent. Also, for the Brawler, these are a little bit outdated at this point even, so it's not a great example anymore, but I do have the Battle Gauntlets here, so that could, if you are comparing your damage to me, those are a couple things to consider. If you have, like, decent gear for your character, or especially weapons, that would be the big thing. Make sure your weapons are updated. But the... Oh, do I not have this quest for this guy? Oh, maybe not. Oh well. Otherwise, yes, also if you're comparing your damage to me, maybe, I am killing things that are a lot lower level than me. These are like level 10s and I'm level 15, so they're, yeah, low level for me. Otherwise, for Burglar, as Andrew said, being stealthed is beneficial, and being behind mobs, you get damage boost for those. There are also some... one thing I will say is that one ability that seems like it should be a main ability isn't really that strong. I think they up the animation speed of it eventually, but Surprise Strike, if you are very low level, it might have a little bit more use, but I noticed for my Burglar, by like, I don't know, maybe even the 20s or... yeah, I really don't remember when, but it's something I rarely use. And instead, skills like Provoke do more damage. And you also have Cunning Attack, which has a bleed. So perhaps opening with something like that could be a little bit more beneficial for you. If you're at the point where you have Double Edge Strike, that can be used to actually animation cancel. I know that's a little bit of a more, I guess, advanced mechanic. But what that essentially means is it's an immediate ability. So I don't think I have one to show on the Brawler, but it's like where it says fast here, it would say immediate. And that means that will immediately go off. So even if you're in the middle of an animation of another ability, that one will immediately go off. It's something that, like, it won't change the actual damage the abilities do, but it will help you kill things faster. And perhaps speed up your gameplay could be more fun for you. And if you're looking for damage, the most important stat I think to focus on would be physical mastery, although crit rating and finesse are not bad either. But physical mastery, and as far as your main stat goes, agility is always useful. I guess I should kill this bear. Oh, he attacked me anyway. How sad. I'm very sorry, bear. Where is Glamour's Vigil? I am like... I'm lost in the middle of Podland, which is actually kind of neat. Is Glamour... It's so hard to tell on this map. I'm just used to the old map, and I can't tell where anything is on this new map. This is my first time, I think, actually questing through this part of Iradwin on the new map, maybe? Yeah, because I'm definitely too far east now. That is kind of crazy. At least know where I am, it's just like... That might even be it. I was thinking I had to turn right, but that's a Dower Hand camp. Oh wow, somebody got a 3rd H drop. Old Bones, the misplaced cook. There it is. That's a quest I've been waiting for.
Mind my words, traveler. Might you spare a moment of your time?
Hail, friend, and well.
What's my inventory doing? Decent. Is that the little rotunda? Rotunda. I actually forget what rotunda is. That seems like it's an embarrassing thing, but... First thing that comes to mind is tundra, but I don't think that's what you mean. Did he just stab me with the, like, that was a bad description, but the sharp end of the axe? Like where it's almost more like a spear type end. Oh, Glamour's okay. It'll... Oh, is it like a building? Oh, I need to check the third gear quest. Because that, I think, is in the White Hills here. And if I'm... yeah. Somehow I expected it to be up here. I don't know if I actually had some familiarity with other dwarves doing this quest, but I was thinking it was in this area. That was a 2-for-1. Backhand clout. I just happened to kill a crawler crawling by. Wizco, you're wondering if I have a level boost. I have XP boost. I don't know about if I actually have a level boost. Not that I am aware of, but potentially. There's a small potential that I actually have a level 120 boost on Arkenstone somewhere, but I'm not sure on that. Is this the chest? An old dwarf chest. Find the missing third gear. Well, there it is. It got spooky over there. Do we need the white? The White King, but whatever he is. The Bone White? I don't remember. No, Bone Man, that's in Barrow Downs. The Benzu, it was a kind of tough choice to pick a race for Brawler. Usually I would play High Elves, but it felt a little bit off playing a High Elf Brawler. Even though, as I mentioned in my first impressions video way back when, it felt oddly natural, which is true. I don't know, I thought it'd be a good chance to try a Dwarf. It seems like Dwarf is most fitting for a Brawler to me. So I am pretty happy with the Dwarf, actually, for this Brawler. Here's a cat. More Barrow Iron. If I do the Barrow Downs, which I forget exactly which quest I would have to do in the Barrow Downs, but for reputation I mean specifically, but if I do the Barrow Downs, is that my cat? She had her tail was pushing down the gurney key, the right arrow key. There's an elf here. Actually, I have no idea why there's an elf here. It kind of makes sense, it's an elf. Ruins? It almost looked like an actual building. I guess he's working on stuff. Here's the spider area, which I feel like they cleared out as like way back in the day, I thought there used to be way more trees here, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like they changed this area up at some point. Oh yeah, I think female stout axes look a lot like the male stout axes as well. I don't know if they have fixed Brawler DPS, but they did increase the animation speeds for their 3 builders, which I have found to be quite nice.
Give me but a moment of your time.
Time to lean back again. Alright, I will try to pull as many spiders as I can. I do have to pay attention to Burzy because, as far as I know, even with all the updates and such they've done over the years, he can still get himself killed. And I can just wander off too far from him and that will actually fail the quest. So I should try to avoid that as well, while still trying to get as many spiders as I can. His health seems to be doing fine. Oh, if I just had a ranged weapon, that's like most of the characters that I played have had some sort of ranged option, even at this level. Oh, I'm way too far from Mercy. I feel like I know he's right there, but... $729, still not up there. I already forgot what my max was. It's 8 something. 867, I want to say. Although it'd be kind of tough to get a really big crit on a relatively high-level mob. I already have throw object, hurl object, but that's it. Which, it's not bad, but at a 6-second cooldown, I can't constantly pull things from range. Captains have that one cry skill. Otherwise, I'm not too sure, but I haven't leveled a captain recently. And I think when I did, I'm not sure I actually did any low-level deeds like these. I rescued Burzy. Nice. So we need 29 more spiders. That is not too bad. Rasterig really helped with that. So I think, Huang, if I'm saying your name even close to correct, or if how far off I am, let me know. But you asked why bows in this game look so bad and daggers, and I think a lot of low level stuff just doesn't have... I think they tried to make things look relatively grounded and not all too fancy looking. There are some interesting cosmetics. I think the egg lane ones, which you can get at level 32-ish, Garthagarwin area, are pretty neat. Something to potentially look out for at least daggers in particular. But I think at higher levels, you might start running into more interesting cosmetics. And when you get your legendary weapons, you might start coming into more interesting cosmetics for those, but... yeah, a lot of the low-level stuff like that looks very basic and, to me at least, not particularly epic looking is how I describe a lot of low-level weapons. What is that cry call? I don't think it's Sprouting Cry. Is it Piercing Cry? Is that the one that's range targeted? Is it a shout? Is it... I don't know if it's a shout. Ooh, 813. I wonder if First Strike is actually my strongest crit potential. I was thinking Helm Crusher if I get like enough stuff on the mob and increase the strength of my metal consumer that could have my highest crit, but it might just be straight up First Strike for the first thing that could potentially get me to 1k. Alright, how we doing on spiders? 19 more. Not too bad. Is there a piercing cry? That is going to be the minstrel ability, so that's not captain. I feel like it's shout. Battle shout? I think it's battle shout. But yeah, battle shout is the one range I'm familiar with. Now, captains don't have bows that I'm aware of. Oh, watch out, no. Yeah, if you're trying to level a lot of characters, it can be tough to mix a new one in, Brandon. That's what I've kind of been like with my champion and even my hunter a little bit. And then I thought I had another character, kind of my burglar, but not too interested in burglar lately. But getting to leveling them, and then I decide I'll just make a brawler. Well, I got all the bear meat I need, which is very insignificant at this point, but it is another quest for Hero of Era the Wind, which I have like no chance of not finishing at this point. Scouting the Dower Hands, we actually have to still discover. I actually forgot I had to discover that one. We'll have to go to Keladul and two things in Keladul. Also, this is where we might notice some changes to the landscape. As far as I know, this whole area did not look like this. It kind of looks like they have blocked off with rocks. Essentially a zone that might eventually open up. Also over there, that looks really low compared to what it used to. So that would be, this would actually be, if we look, maybe collections map would be better for this particular look. This would be in this area between Era of the Wind and Evendom. And the Shire a little bit. It'd be the, what are they called? Towering Hills? Something like that. Far Downs. I think it's the Towering Hills, maybe. Potentially. Anyway, yeah, as far as what I recognize versus what I don't, that looks new to me, but I don't actually know. Maybe if anybody else remembers going around here recently, if it looks much different. Yeah, the ruins there, they've been, as far as I know, ever since I started playing LOTRO, they've been a tease that there are like ruins right up there, but you can't get to them. I have some somewhat recent video clips of this area, actually. I could... I just want to see if I can find them, because I might have them in a particular folder that I can access kind of quickly. Okay, so we want to search... Yeah. I'm pretty sure that looks different, but it's at a very bad angle to actually tell anything. Also, these spiders want attention. They're behaving just like my cats. I want north. Eastern Shore and Hills. That is actually western. Oh, that's hard to tell. Is it just me, or is the rock color entirely different? Oh, when you go in, it changes up. Could you... Wait, was there this much grass before? Didn't it used to get to the river a lot quicker? Wait, this is a bit odd. Let's see. Okay, so this is... I'm going to go to the desktop view. I'll put my... I can put my camera back on. But this is... Here, let me zoom in a little bit. Doop. And doop. So this is one of the recordings I have of this area. And it goes... facing... So it's facing towards the east. So those are the ruins that are... Oh, where are they? They're somewhere here. Oh, what gathering mat is that? Rich iron deposit. They also have a rich iron deposit there. So that is definitely did not used to be there. I want to see if I can actually make my way to it or target it even. Looks like I can get all the way to the shore. Wow. Oh, there's the block off. I can target. Oh, it's underground. All right, then. They put a rich iron deposit way underground over here. And yes, I think in the recording at least there was some snow. Can I go? Can I make it? Oh. Oh, I don't think we're gonna make it. Some of their invisible walls, they really want to make you think you can go there. With rich iron, it could be. If they did it... so... I guess with a zone like this, they have a few potential options. They could do it something like Evendem. I'd hope it's not another like 40 to 45 type zone. But they could do it like have it at end at or start at the end of Evendem, which I don't think is likely. I would guess it's more likely to be 15 to 25. I don't know why Rich Iron would be there then. So potentially 20, 25, 30, I think even up to 35 could be possible. The Rich Iron ore might be a sort of placeholder type thing, but yeah. It doesn't even have to, I guess, connect level-wise to the Shire or Ear of the Wind. But I'm trying to find in... Oh, I'm still in the desktop view. Oops. But I'm trying to find in these recordings... there's the ruins. So if I can go back to where I can view the ruins and try to get at a similar angle to these old recordings I have. Let's see if I have another good one. We have Eastern Shore and Hills. Northward. So this is... Oh, that's from a little bit of a bad location, though. But yeah, that's facing northward. Do I have... I need to... Running south. I think this is a little bit south. Yeah, that's south of where I want. This one's actually pretty far north. So don't have the location, but you can see the rock right there. I can try to get to a view with that. If there even is that rock anymore. I think that's this rock. But you can't even see the ruins. That's actually a pretty big difference. The ruins are masked by the closer landscape. So I'd say at this point, I'm like, oops, 99% sure that the landscape has indefinitely changed. And this, all this shrubbery, the bushes here. I don't think in any of these I've actually seen that. Wow, this looks weird. There are so many of these type trees, the willow trees. I can't even see my character. Yeah, there's those ruins. They look kind of like the Wildwood type ruins up close. Alright, I gotta see. It's probably going to be an invisible wall, but I gotta test it. Alright, let's check chat. Which starter area is my favorite? Probably Ear of the Wind, particularly the elf part, not quite as much what we've done today. Oh, yep. There's the invisible wall. Unless you actually consider that a physical wall. I wonder how much of that is like done. Because that's always a concern, and I think I've even seen Scenario or maybe Made of Lions, two of the LOTRO devs, comment on it. Is like these areas, the reason you can't go there is they're not intended for people to go there, but also because they're just not finished. But I wonder how finished something like that is, because you can see from this side of the zone, it looks relatively finished, but I guess once you go in there, what would it actually look like? Would it just be a random flat parcel of land with some plain grass texture, or do they actually have the landscape built out and maybe not all the details done? Have these goats always been here? It's entirely possible that it always has, but I feel like every little detail I'm kind of suspicious about. I consider sometimes trying to get behind invisible walls as a jumping puzzle, even if it's not intended. But yeah, that's there's some neat paths up there. Potential area to look forward to in the future. As far as what this character needs to do, I could go all the way to Keladol. I could do sort of a backdoor type thing. Maybe I'll do that. But also, as a heads up, I'm not sure I'm quite up to finishing Hero of the Wind today. We can work on some stuff, but I'm thinking potentially finishing it at a later time. What do I need for Spider? And perhaps going back to town and wrapping up this stream. It has been a while. And hello, Too Much. I wasn't able to target any mobs there, Andrew. I did try tabbing and deleting. I mean, I deleted the Rich Iron Ore eventually, but that was showing on my mini-map. Yeah, the color of the landscape. That's like the most striking change to me, is the color that they've changed. Okay, I'll go ahead and get spiders and I think go a little bit more normal route. Oh, Bella, you've seen some areas never intended to be seen by players? I have seen screenshots. I don't think I've ever in-game. I'm not sure I've ever in-game gotten way out of bounds. They've, at least lately, the past couple of years, where I've been maybe more so interested in attempting some of that stuff with some of the new zones, they seem to be pretty good about their invisible walls and making sure people can't get out. Not to say issues don't sometimes pop up, but yeah, they've been pretty decent. I think one of the bigger things is in betas. I don't know how people discover this, but people will just, like, I guess, go around random areas and see if anything's changed, and sometimes they actually do have changes. And I think some people were this was way back in December in the update 32 beta. They were going to the Shire, I think, and not able to quite get into the Yonder Shire, but you got to a point where it said entering Yonder Shire, and there was like a new faction, a fisherman's faction, something like that. I think that was all the way back in December I saw that. And it's something I mentioned after winter break I just completely forgot about. And never did end up making it into a video like I was originally thinking I could. Also, I never got into the beta to actually go through it myself. That was, I think, another issue with that. Alright. But yeah, as far as the stream goes, as a heads up, we have been here almost 4 hours. Not quite 4 hours, but we got some good stuff done on this character. It's been a little bit slower, but I think we'll get into higher level stuff, more on level stuff, and interesting stuff in the next part. Now, the question is, when will the next part be? I'm not entirely sure, but I do intend to finish Year of the Wind. We had 80% of people vote that I should do all the Year of the Wind deeds, and I would lean towards doing that anyway, so I definitely do plan on that. I just have to make sure I get a couple particular discoveries done, and yeah, do a bunch of Slayer deeds. Hero of Year of the Wind, I might even have 6 quests already ready to turn in, so I don't need to worry about that. I do want to just discover the Grimwater. I also want to stop pickuping. That would be ideal. What is she staring at? Usually they'll like stare. Oh, I can't stop pickuping. Usually they will stare at me, but I don't know what that cat's staring at.
How can I be of service?
Oh, place above the old forest. There's an abandoned graveyard. That's spooky.
Megovanen. You may be of service to me.
Alright, not sure I'll do any of those quests. Mainly came up here to get the discoveries. I got the 3rd gear. I would like to do the 4th gear, but I think that is, as far as the dwarf non-Gundabad dwarf quest, I think that is the last one I will really want to make sure I get done. Speaking of, maybe it's a good time to use my return home, and I can go ahead and go to Thorin's Hall, turn that in, take a travel back to Gundabad. So we have that. But yeah, as far as the stream, what we've done, and cat's distracting me. And the Brawler, yes, that was the thing. I hope y'all have enjoyed seeing the Brawler, because I know I have not played it much, and it's something I wanted to get to, and for a couple video series ideas, maybe. Some ideas I have for content, particularly leveling a Brawler a bit, would be quite beneficial. So ideally, I will get this character, like, in the long run. Let's see, let me revert this. In the medium term, I would like to get North Downs done. Like, I would ideally go through all of North Downs. And I don't know after that, like, I don't know the long term for this character, but that is the medium term.
Stay a moment, friend.
Short term is to get to North Downs, I think. Find the 4th missing gear. Where will this be? East of Gundabad. Keladul. Perfect, I need to go there anyway. So that is where we'll pick up next part, and I'll leave off in Gundabad. But yeah, Brawler has been, as I've mentioned quite a few times now, I really do like the increased animation speed for the builders. That is, it seems like it might be a minor change, but actually, at least while leveling seems to help, but it could also be just the pace of play at this low level is better than at high level. We'll see when I get all my metal consumers. Usually it would seem like a good thing to get a whole bunch of new abilities, but it's kind of iffy. To me, at least, jumping into a high level Brawler. Oh, we get to do a slow ride. That's nice. Got a cat on my lap, cat over there. I don't know how I'm supposed to go get dinner. Yeah, those are pretty much my thoughts on Brawler so far. Can't really evaluate the damage too much at this point, but it seems decent. I, of course, can't evaluate it as far as group damage goes. And even comparing to something else, I don't think doing it at such a low level is always a great idea, because some classes like the Captain happen to do a ton of damage at low levels. I was playing, it's kind of weird, but I was playing with a Hunter once, leveling a Hunter and a Captain. I was the Captain, and I was doing more damage as a Captain than the Hunter, and we both had, like, basically no gear, I think. So yeah, low levels can definitely be deceptive as far as the damage certain classes can do. So we'll see how things go and shape up after a while. But yeah, my my plans, I guess short-term time duration wise, plans for content moving forward would be to have a little bit of focus on this brawler, and I know we'll get 130 content on an ore soon. And until update 33 or enough months have passed and I get interested in going back to Gundabad, I probably won't be back there too soon, but we'll see. I do want to finish the quest, but ugh, we'll set that aside for now. We're about halfway to Gundabad, but I'll probably just let it right out here and wrap up the stream. So, as far as the stream goes, I hope you all did enjoy it, and as I mentioned, seeing the Brawler and all the stuff we did today with the dwarf area, I forgot about that part. Thorn's Gate honestly wasn't that exciting, and Nogland was kind of okay. Gundamon was a little bit of pickup pace, but I'm like way over leveled. It's just felt off as far as the dwarf quest experience goes, but that's okay. And if y'all did enjoy it, please consider liking and subscribing for more, or becoming a channel member to support the content and these cats right here. And thanks for joining, chatting, and watching, everyone.